Game over.
Okay, there we go. Whoa, hey, that's a little hot. I might have reset some stuff on the board because it unplugged. Because, again, the stupid cord, because I have to move this shit 20 times a day. I have to fucking tear apart my screen in my studio for his stupid... I am getting fed up with that. What up, peeps? He's back. Yeah. The audio dropped out because I pulled my board forward, and I love this Rodecaster, but fuck me, do I hate... do you want to shut down? No. Oh, I hate power cords that have security screws so they can't come undone, but the screws just keep coming loose, so it doesn't matter. What's up, Oz? Hey, everybody. Hey, before I get us all going and started... where are you? We can't see you. Yeah, I know. No shit, Mr. Q. Fucking hold on a minute, okay? Fucking Jesus. Duh, do you know that your camera's... Do you know your camera's not... Hey, do you know your camera's not... Hey, fuck off. I'm not in the mood for people... Hey, so the No shit, dude. The guy directing the show. The guy who hasn't even finished eating his lunch, he's got 8 million things he's trying to do. And naturally, everybody, where are you? I said I was going to be 5 minutes late on Rumble. I couldn't do that on Twitch. Just everybody calm down. Oh, my coffee fell over trying to get here. I am, just having one. Johnny, there's a guy sitting on your mic. Brian, your camera is on now. Just to let you know. Thank you, Smoke Up Ross. See, I knew as soon as I said that to make fun of somebody. No. By all means, knock yourselves out. Tell me more about my show that I don't know. Tell me more. Well, I may or may not have dropped my sandwich on the floor. I have to deal with cat hair now. Alrighty. He knows the camera's on. Stop trolling. I mean, come on, man. Come on. I was saying nice cup. It is. I got it from AP Laser Engraving. I don't know if you heard about it. They're the ones who did the cup. Johnny, you have headphones on. Mikey going muted. No, I'm not muted. Turn it up a little bit. Is this better? So I feel like we're good. Mikey's just fucking with me. Mr. Q, I wanted to see how big your phone. Yeah, just like I said, I was well aware that we hadn't moved the screen. I am also like, I was trying to eat. I was going to get this over with before pulling it up because I didn't want everyone to have to put up with that. But I've been busy. And you couldn't wait. I got a little distracted. Okay, RP. You didn't deserve that. Wasn't even looking at my phone. Alrighty. Where's this? Let's pull that up. I gotta grab our first hour stories. While I do that, and I gotta grab the chats. We have the Rumble chat, of course, King Kong Dong and everybody. Just ban that. Who? We'll make him pay $20. You eating a spiral ham sandwich? No, it was peanut butter and jelly. Again, I can't afford meat. Meat is a rich man's luxury. I eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because those are cheap, and I'll stay alive if I eat them. And that is 98% of the appeal. 2% is the actual sandwich at this point, only because of what I would consider especially in the recent days, an over reliance upon the food stuff. Where is Twitter? And then we got to do YouTube 8 million times. Suppose we got to go to YouTube and then go. Oh, let's do video game radio, so that way we can mute it and we don't need to worry about nothing. Ooh, when dumb TikTokers get arrested for their pranks, I might. Huh. I'm kind of curious about this now. Oh, it's not the person they put on there. It's not that skis fest. All right, where's my videos? Boop. And I got to pull up that to get to mine. So I get all the chats all at once because we don't want to have anybody's chats get ignored. Apparently, I've had an issue with that recently, and I apologize. Let's get that up. You're going to ruin more movie endings today? Says Pamela Sweets. What movie endings? Which movie endings did I ruin? I don't know what movie ending I ruined. Johnny doesn't. Dude, I don't have any products. That's the part you're ignoring. I don't have any products. I just have being poor. Oh, but we do have good news. After the show on I believe Friday, we had a donation of $20. So we're 45 into the goal today after we check what we did on Twitch on Friday, and then all of that kicking us forward down the line. Any news on Johnny Somali? Really, until March, we're kind of in a holding pattern. He can't do anything. Like he can't go anywhere. He can't do anything. Brian S. saying Johnny has no products because his exotic meat business is booming. All products is sold out. One, it would be are sold out. All products are sold out. Two, There's no exotic meat products. I don't know how many times I have to say this. There are no exotic meat products. I don't have exotic meat products. I have no exotic meat. God, if only I did. Okay. And I just dropped my phone on my desk like a freaking professional. Why? Because it's a professional setup we run here, God damn it. It's a professional goddamn setup where I am set up. I can't fucking find anything. It's a setup. It's an inside job. It's a false flag. Goddamn operation meant to make the host look gay. All right. So yes, we've covered all those items. I can hook you up if you're looking for exotic meats. I'm not looking for exotic meats, and I shudder to think what that offer actually entails. I worry about what I would receive if I were to receive your exotic meats. Did I just say receive twice? Yes, because I meant it. Right. All right. So let's go get Somali may be doing a meetup with a kick streamer in Korea soon. That'll be a crap show. Dude, the people in Korea want to beat the crap out of him, which I can't blame them for that desire. He has certainly made himself a punch-worthy target. If such a thing were an aspiration, he a top man in his field, some would say. Some would say, all right, what is this? That is Saturday, so that's Saturday. What are we on for? Oh, hey, so we put it all together, $10. So we're down to 35 before the show even starts. Down to 35. That is sexy. It's super yaks. All right, so $35 on the 3rd. Oh shit, that's today's goal. Fuck, we've got $35 to make today, and then or I end a half hour early, and then we've got to bank that bitch out, and then we got tomorrow to get it taken care of too. So we'll see how we do. We have the PayPal, the Venmo, Streamlabs, blah, 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 blah. I hate doing those over and over. I got to get the scrolls up on the screen and find ways to automate putting the text in the screen and having the apps on my computer or something. Because, it's a grind. What up? Not a whole lot. Getting everything set for the show. So we've got our apps open. Kiss my apps. And then we've got to grab, pop out the chat. So we just got to pop out and throw the chat over here. And, no. Stop. Bang, baby. That's what I'm looking for. All right. And then we'll grab the pay links for everybody. Just a friendly reminder, the studio is up for grabs this Friday. So if you wish to be part of that, be sure to tune in this Friday and partake in the possible bidding war for the studio rights. Remember, the deal with the studio rights is no money need be exchanged. You only have to promise an amount before we say who like the high bidder is or whatever. But you have to pay that amount before it goes into effect. And if you don't, we'll go down the next one on the list. Kind of down that way. And so don't promise something unless you can pay it. Because, again, otherwise you're going to know. And then we'll have to agree on the terms of said naming. Like, hey, so you'll call it this? And I'll be like, yeah. And then I'll make the thing. If people that we agree on the name of it, like, hey, I'll make the graphic. Like, if you send it to me, then fine. I'll put in a placeholder until then. But I just spam the chat with a bunch of ways to throw money at us. Yes, SH. Hello, Sandy. Love seeing you here. Love all the participants we've had on the show. Love seeing everyone. Great time to see you. Sorry I'm late, boss. Ice broke down your front door and interrogated all of us. Our gorilla. Again, I don't know who you mean by boss. Who is the boss? Who are you? Someone in the chat? Certainly isn't me. This is disturbing on mute. All right, let's go see if it really is on mute because Dr. Sarah's a different one. Good afternoon, Johnny in chat. See, like they're doing the bits. Let's check up on this. Korea want to beat the crap out of them, which I can't blame them for that design. So again, it's not on mute, but I fell for it. Thank you, Dr. Sarah. Good afternoon, Johnny in chat. Moose is the best, in my humble opinion. Better than elk, bison, heck, is almost better than beef. Moose, I don't know. I've never had moose. I've had bison. And how do you say it's almost better than beef? I feel like bison is better than beef, especially ground. Like Tony Danza is the boss, says Pool Scam Sam. J Bra, I've heard that too. You've heard that moose is better than bison. Huh. I don't know. I've not had moose. I've had a bison burger. I don't even know that I've had a bison steak. Mona is the boss. Mona, that's right. Mona is the boss. Tony Danza is her plumber. As in he's cleaning her pipes. Oh, get it? But he's banging the broad. I haven't had bison since I was a wee child. I might be misremembering. Again, no, bison to me is like a step above beef, in my opinion. In my opinion, bison is like beef plus, because it's usually just less. There's less fat in it, and it's just I don't know. Could be wrong. I dated a girl, and she invited me to her house for some moose knuckle. Los Federales, I have a feeling those aren't the same. Bison is cheaper than beef at Jewel. Well, then it's a win-win for everybody. Moose knuckle served warm is the best, says J Bra. Yeah, but the people you gotta look out for are the cold moose knuckle enthusiasts. Those are the ones you got. God, that's creepy. Oh. You know what? I was trying to make a joke, and I waded into waters that I was uncomfortable with. We have buffalo cows crossed with buffalo. They are tasty, says Mr. Q. Well, I mean, when you're hungry, what isn't? I have it on good authority that Angela was the boss. Well, I mean, if we're following the paper trail, yes. If we're talking about who laid the most pipe, I mean, come on. That entire show was, hey, sexual tension. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Who's the boss? Angela signed the checks. Right? See, now we got our Angela defenders. We got our research was done. My daughter's ex-boyfriend went moose hunting in Canada and brought me some. It was good. Thank you, Sandy Squatch. Thank you. J-Bro, why is that statement even relevant? My young me spilled a lot of seed thinking of Melissa Milano. What does any of that matter? We're sitting here getting berated about moose right now. In particular, if any part of the moose, specifically the knuckle. And now your daughter is single now, says R.I. God. Mine isn't. She's a 6-year-old. Oh, Sandy, Jesus Christ. It's like, did someone really just try to hit on my kid? Like, dude, you realize this is a toddler. That is gross to a level. I hate how every restaurant here in North America serves Wagyu. Meanwhile, only about 10% of real Wagyu and Kobe makes it out of Japan. Yeah, but the Wagyu thing is, I think they can. I forget what the workaround is on the Wagyu. I don't remember what the workaround was with the Wagyu. I know the Kobe beef thing. Like the Kobe Bryant beef is, who is Kobe beefing with now? Jokes. I got jokes. Alyssa Milano has great cans. I went to Afghanistan and had camel toe. It was soft and tender and juicy. See, I don't know how to take that statement, Saint RN. Are you using entendres, or are we being realistic now? I don't know. Well, did they forget what that was back in high school? She does have a boyfriend now, though. Okay. All right, now Johnny, you got to do better job hiding how bored you are. I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. Are you talking about the end of the show thing? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care. We need to go bar hopping, Johnny. I don't know if we're even in the same area. That might be hard to do. Plus, bar hopping, I can barely do bar standing. How am I supposed to jump over them? Alrighty, good to see you, Doom. Welcome everybody to the show. We're having fun. Hope you are too. We're going till 5:30 if everything goes well. We have $35 left on our goal. You can hit up the Streamlabs, the PayPal, the Venmo, the Cash App. Those are right away. Cash App does not notify me with an alert even when I have it on. So if you send anything, let me know. And thank you to the person who just dropped in 10. I don't know. I don't want to read the name out on here, but thank you for the 10 in the Venmo account. We appreciate that. That drops us down to 25. And let's pull up the Cash App thing. Is there is no notification for Cash App that I know of. Like when you get things, they don't say it. But either way, we're the same number we've been at forever. So we're good on that end too. Kobe's beef is tender. Caught in the blender. Crashed down here. Beautiful oblivion. What? Crashed down into beautiful oblivion. Is he trying to make a Kobe helicopter joke? I'm sure that's what it is. I'm just missing it. I need to mute the computer audio for just a moment while we grab our first hour stories. Brought to you by me, myself, and I at the moment. Boop. Or can we just control click to follow the link? No, I don't want to follow the link. I want to open it. Open. Oh, dear Lord. I don't need to mute these anymore. Now they mute. They don't boop. They don't boop. Hey, so we don't need to mute stuff because it doesn't boop this way. Oh, I forgot to get into at any rate, I meant to get into what I meant by the title of the show. I had to get a new Word app. My computer forcibly updated me to Windows 11. I didn't choose that, and I'm not happy about it. So, all right, did we get the Christy, Megan Kelly? All right, so we've got that. So then we got the one on the Trump tariffs. Open you, and open you. I tried, but I don't feel the greatest after lunch, and it's cold outside. I have no idea what you mean, but all right, this is the only reason
5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years? 5 years?
that we need to mute stuff is so that way it doesn't automatically throw shit at me. Thank God you're not on Windows 11 Pro. That is even worse, says St. Caesar. Well, yeah, it's not Windows 11 Pro. It's Windows 11 because I guess my computer updated. That was the big issue with Saturday's stream. Computer changed its coding for the different doodads and thingamajiggers. What the heck is going on here? Why is this is awfully slackadaisical. Anyways. He was with DLO Brown. Yeah. All right. Okay. D-Lo used to be famous. And it was an actual wrestling match. I don't know. I mean, he's not saying he wrestled for WWE, but I mean, this is again where you're kind of sweeping, I guess. I don't know. I also know I don't care. I really don't care. I don't want to make my chat just the forum for that kind of crap. I want to know who made Johnny smile like that this morning. Look. There's no reason to get into such things. Look. Johnny, would you ever do a reaction to the Aaron wrestling match? Doom, you realize that like I filmed and was at like 2 or 3 of these things. I'm pretty sure I've been there at every wrestling match he's been at. Maybe not everyone, but definitely a few of them. Because one of the events I set up equipment and helped record. So yeah, I can't do a reaction to something I was. Hey, you want to react to this thing that you watched? No, I don't. I already watched it. I don't want to react to watching it again. Johnny was his manager? No. No. All right. My daughter's now 27. That was back in 2015. Oh, wow. So you've been pimping out your daughter for a while. I'm sorry. We're going to keep on going. Oh, how much do I want to? I'm going to hold on a second. I got a sneaking suspicion. Oh, do I have? Is this because I have the multiple tabs open? That's strange. So, wait a minute. Which one's you? 3 chats. Oh, so the 3 chats on one screen is one as a group and then individual. Strange. Okay. I don't like what Windows 11's been doing. I am not happy about it, but worse things. I'm going to close this just so exit that. And how much do you want to bet? Nope. All right. I thought maybe, but not. All right. It be like that in the hood, Jay, bro. I don't even want to know how it get in the hood. Doom, good job. He looks smitten. What? Doom, well, Johnny, your input would be invaluable. Not a reaction, but an explanation. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that for you. I'm sorry. I don't really care. It's just I don't really care overall. I don't know how I have to get that to be. I love in 1 minute you're like, hey, look, everyone's catching on how bored you are. Hey, you want to talk about the guy everywhere else you go? No, not really. Not really. Johnny talk more gangster stuff. I don't know. Gets pretty gay in the hood sometimes, not going to lie. I've never been in the hood, so I wouldn't know how gay it gets. Okay, that's fine. I was just curious. Yeah, it's all good. I'm just saying it's weird that we started off with me being bored and then went into immediately, how about you talk about more about the thing that I'm accusing you of being bored of. It's just, I'm saying it's a weird way to go. A lot of down, low. Oof. You know, some things I just don't want to read out loud. Sometimes. You know, sometimes I don't want to read them out loud. I regret that. I don't even know what that means. In a huge shocker, Johnny is a blood. We all expected Crip, and shame on us for assuming. I had homeroom and French with a girl who had twins at 15. Lucky her, says SH. Why lucky her? She had twins. That sounds like that'd be horrible to do. They are, that'd be horrible to do. Yeah, I'd say neither since I'm not in Chicago. I don't rep or roll with anybody in that regard. Okay, scientists say we've got that. We've got all of our stuff for the first hour up. We've got this first video from the Philly plane crash. This is where I say that like literally they're like if you did not believe in a higher power, you kind of have to when you see this this diner thing here. Oh wait, no, never mind. It strikes him. I thought he just barely dodged it. Oh boy, is this I hope I'm not going to get in trouble for this. It's a very short clip. Oh, never mind. All right, so it hit him in the head and he ducked down. But he's okay. So it was really quick. It popped him in the face. All right, I keep getting suckered into this. Do we have an actual video on it? Of course there's an ad.
World, tapping and swiping our way through
we
all kinds
live
of
in a cynical world. All right, let's
for both agency teams
right,
and residents,
yep.
and discourages
Teams,
people from going
residents,
digital.
Navy SEALs, whoever you're calling, the Ghostbusters.
All right, showbiz news. Later today, lawyers for Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni are set to be meeting in a Manhattan federal courtroom.
It is part of the first hearing in the highly publicized It Ends With Us. That's the movie. It's a case between both of those two actors.
It ends with us, but it never actually ends. This is the drama that goes on and on, my friend. No matter what, this stupid lawsuit won't end. Somebody started suing because he said she was a cunt. All right, let's go.
Right. It doesn't end with us. It's just the name of the movie. Shelley Painter. It begins with you.
You stole my line.
Good morning, everyone. So the movie stars themselves will not be in court today as Blake Lively's team request a gag order after suing her co-star and director of This Is Us, Justin Baldoni, for sexual harassment. Baldoni denies the claims and is counter-suing Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds. Baldoni now has this website dedicated to defending himself, and it includes never-before-seen text like this one where Lively allegedly declined to meet with an intimacy coordinator before filming, telling Baldoni, quote, "I feel good. I can meet her when we start. Thank you, though." Baldoni also includes cordial texts with Lively's husband, including this one from Reynolds saying in part, quote, "I happen to adore you, Justin." Well, Baldoni's website is revealing this statement that Lively and Reynolds allegedly gave him to post to accept blame for the backlash surrounding Lively during the film's press tour, reading in part, quote, "It Ends With Us was a troubled production, which we take full accountability for. We are very sorry to everyone we caused upset to privately and publicly." Well, this trial is set to start March, but 2026, guys.
Oh, so they're putting it off for a year. So it's drama that we're going to put off for a year. All right, we got time to catch up with it then. We got some time to catch up. I have, unfortunately, a couple of clips of more about it because I kind of care. They can't possibly talk about it for 3 minutes. What else could you talk about it for another 3 minutes for?
And in this building is talking about this. Carly and I have been chatting with Lexi, our assistant. We're all so confused. I know, it's just gotten so messy. Thank you so much.
How Ryan Reynolds.
We're all so confused. In other words, that there are a bunch of chatty Cathys about, although I'm not any better because I've been like, hey, what's going on with
her to another level as an actress.
Really? That's what acting is.
I know.
I mean, if you can handle it.
Yeah, that's why I'm not in the business.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
She's a Fox News legal editor, and we interviewed her earlier about this. And so you've got his side of the story, and he's been very transparent. He has that website that Chanley was just talking about called thelawsuitinfo.com. It just lays out his entire case. And then he also hired a company to
MSO, what's up?
A company to basically trash her and go after.
I saw that movie at the theater. Matt is the best I can give it. And that's being generous, says Jay Bra. I've never even heard of this movie until this shit. I'd never heard anything about it. But I guess Blake Lively is the one who started suing him, which weird, but okay.
To her, so she's upset about that. There's all the
crisis management
stuff, crisis management.
Yeah.
So here is Carrie Irvine reacting to him posting that website.
In situations involving defamation and extortion and the like, before it even goes to trial, it largely is going to be influenced
defamation.
on what the public
I thought
thinks,
they said defecation.
which is why Blake Lively today is going to ask for a gag order on her co-star and former director Justin Baldoni. Now, I do think that what he did over the weekend was very smart, launching that website. They did not let the perfection be the enemy of the good. They put everything in one spot where people can, look at it. And this is something that I used to do when I worked for a nonprofit law firm. We would devote entire websites to telling our client's story. And here, in this particular case, it really is going to be the battle of who tells their story better, Blake or Justin. And I would say going into this week, Justin is winning with putting out that website.
Winning.
So let's see what the judge decides. It's going to happen today in a New York courtroom.
You loved my pianist, says Jay Bra. You'd love my pianist. I don't know that I would love your pianist. I wonder, or wait, no, SH. Wow, that one went on to its own thing really, really quickly. That one went on to its own thing very, very quickly. All right, so we have 2 clips from Megyn Kelly. And then 2 clips from Megyn Kelly, and then we have about 3 hours, hopefully, left in the program. Give or take, if all goes well. All right, I thought that said smart move for Baldo to launch website. No, they said Baldino, MSO. They said Baldino. Alrighty, so we have that one that we've covered already. It's a nice start and then nothing. All right, good. Let's grab the other chats over here. And nobody cares, says Wild Saffron. Everyone wants a gag order. Nobody cares. I found it, like, don't tell me nobody cares. I care. And Megyn Kelly apparently has receipts. Like, this is weird. A lot of really hot blonde chicks are falling into this, so I decided I should too. Let's find out what Megyn Kelly's talking about with it. Again, the fact that so many people are on, not even just like they're on one side or the other. There's nobody that's ambivalent. Like, oh, what's going on? I don't really. No. People either like Wild Saffron, nobody cares, or they're like this chick, everybody cares.
Was as follows, okay, from paragraph 48 of her complaint. She writes, on another occasion, Mr. Baldoni and Ms. Lively were filming a slow dance scene for a montage in which no sound was recorded. Mr. Baldoni chose to let the camera roll and have them perform the scene, but did not act in character as Ryle. Instead, he spoke to Ms. Lively out of character as himself. At one point, he leaned forward and slowly dragged his lips from her ear and down her neck as he said, "It smells so good." None of this was remotely in character or based on any dialogue in the script, and nothing needed to be said because, again, there was no sound. Mr. Baldoni was caressing Ms. Lively with his mouth in a way that had nothing to do with their roles. When Ms. Lively later objected to this behavior, Mr. Baldoni's response was, "I'm not even attracted to you." Well, guess what? TMZ has gotten its hands on that video, and you can hear Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni interacting as themselves, knowing that this is all on video and that this is going to be used to create this dance scene, and no such moment is shown. Just watch it.
But if we can hear them, is that the video that had no sound? Is there again? I don't know. It's called ad-libbing. What's called ad-libbing? There's no ads in this. Don't kick. Do the same thing. What?
Watch it.
Oh my gosh, we don't shut up.
And Emily and I have we have these moments where
staring. You just stare.
Literally we've done it for like 5 minutes. it's like, I think you would find it terrifying. It's literally
you're talking about your spouses.
Each other, and like
when
time
I found a sociopath.
and like time stops.
Yeah.
But like that's just how it's been for us from the beginning.
No, we're like, oh my god, there's not enough time.
Oh.
And they score again.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, I forgot to tell you something else.
Oh, I think that's cute. You guys are really cute.
I think it's more than cute.
They're acting like lovers.
And my nose is so big.
Yes, I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late. Just gotta shut down. We gotta call an insurance month and just deal with that. And then
deal with your big nose.
Just kidding.
Okay, there. Okay, so he puts his like head in her neck.
I'm not getting beard on you today.
And says, "Am I getting beard on you?"
It smells good.
Well, it's not that. It's my body makeup.
Right, and then says, "Smells good," and she says, "It's my body makeup." That's her big harassment moment. They are.
Whose side are you on? Like you're dropping the smoke? J Bra, you mock love. What?
Are playfully acting for the camera, trying to make it look like two lovers, two people in a relationship are dancing with one another. One of the key allegations in her complaint against Justin Baldoni.
We're starting over.
Was,
so apparently Megyn Kelly is taking this personally, it seems like. If not personally, she's certainly heated. She is heated about this. I have no idea why. Wait, a flying fuck. They said there was no sound. Yes, King Kong Dong. Now you have me where I'm at with this, where, wait a minute, there was no sound, but we can hear what they were saying? This seems like an open and shut who gives a fuck case then. I mean, but I don't know. J-Bra, I mean, that's nobody asked. Believe me, I'm sure she's got all she can handle at home. No idea. Was that the only one? I thought we had 2 of them. What's the second one? All right, so let's open this one. Because I know we got the first one. Open.
For those who are not in...
All right, yeah, here we go. This is, again, Megyn Kelly has done multiple episodes dissecting this. I don't know if it's because she needs to fill her SiriusXM schedule. I don't know if it's because she deeply cares. But not only is she in on this, she's dropping receipts. She's airing grievances. Johnny mocks love. I mock Johnny while we play Marvel Rivals on Saturday at 11 a.m. CST right here on this channel. Right here on this very channel. And you can get in on it too. You just have to understand that I'm playing a game while I'm arranging everything else. So, I don't have anyone handling anything at any point in time. I'm juggling all them balls myself, and sometimes I might. But if we can get you into the Discord, we can easily get you into the game. If nothing else, we can easily invite you into the game through the video game itself. But throw people in the game, join the show. We play Marvel Rivals on the Saturdays. I guess right now it's just strictly Marvel Rivals. There are other games we're hoping to play and things and do and stuff, but we'll see. Megyn Kelly looks better now than she did 10 plus years ago. Disagree. I just think she's been good and never gone down. You know what I mean? She's never had a negative slump. Brian S is pro at that segue. It's true. Yes, SH, you are not wrong. Brian S is very good with the segue. I myself am not, because in order to ride it, you have to stand. And let's face it, that's the first problem I have. Oh, it's the same old joke. Okay, so what else were we talking about? Again, nobody cares. A hoe got sniffed by a dude. Wild Saffron is very big on this, on the nobody cares. He really said, "You remind me of asthma. You take my breath away." See, Wild Saffron saying nobody cares. Admit it. It's not that you care. You find it mildly interesting. X Games announced Segway halfpipe. That will be crazy. I would like to see a Segway halfpipe. How do you get onto a stunt Segway? And what do you do once you're on a stunt Segway? Do you just transition into the next stunt? Or do you just hang? Oh, stunt Segway. Oh, boy. I am better than I thought. And my leg just dropped and kicked my desk. Your leg came over to my house today and it kicked my dog. All right, so we're doing a show until hopefully 5:30. We've got, otherwise we're going till 5, and I'm bailing early on an empty tank on my budget. And that's going to kick me right in the old sphincter. But we'll see what we do. So, yeah, we'll go back to this. Megyn Kelly now has, who's someone's lawyer. Never seen before in 30 years. Justin Baldoni's lawyer on shocking way Blake Lively took over film. So again, this is like this. It gets weird and deep into Blake Lively, and Ryan Reynolds apparently co-opted the movie and shortchanged writers and stuff. And it's just, it really, the deeper it gets, the more I'm like, couldn't it just be about one dude being horny? Don't you guys just miss the days when you could go, oh, it's Hollywood, so the guy was, horny for her, right? And not some sort of weird drama-fused thing. The fact that it involves Ryan Reynolds, I'm not happy about. I love Ryan Reynolds. I am a fan, but still. Come on, man. Let's get to this quick, and then we'll move on.
In the Hollywood world. What is wrong with her taking over the film?
I've never seen it before in my 30-plus year career.
Holy shit! Am I the only person who feels like this guy kind of looks like Fauci? Well, I am the science. I am the lawyer. I am the agent. I do all the explaining. I don't like when people don't agree with me, and it's weird that I'm getting into that. I'm losing the accent. Baldo was not desired. Again, it seems like it. Dude, I was on the Blake Lively team for a while just because it was the Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively team, which I've been on since I'd say since Green Lantern. But still, this one's interesting.
And an executive producer is below a producer in the film world. An executive producer signed up to be an executive producer, and that's it. As the time progressed in this film, she decided that she wanted to be a producer. She started to make edits. She wanted to be part of the editing team. There were people hired, like human beings actually hired to do the editing job, who had done work as editors. She wanted to be part of that team. The next thing you know, she took over the editing. She started making threats that she wouldn't promote the movie, that she wanted to be in control of marketing of the movie, that she would do nothing in terms of promotion unless she was the actual editor.
For those who are not in the Hollywood world, what is wrong with...
So now that's where it's getting. Beaker from the Muppets has aged. What? Meep. So yeah, he looks like retarded Jon Stewart. Welcome to the Daily Show. Ba-da-da. No, it's not. And that's the thing. And here's the thing. Regardless of what he looks like, if that motherfucker is telling the truth, then this bitch, apparently took an executive producer credit, which anyone can get. Anybody can get an executive producer credit. It just means you're an executive producer. It's literally almost like an honorary name title. Oh, God damn it. Somebody just sent me some stuff. Oh, Lordy, this is fucking... Oh, dear Lord. I am getting trolled things from someone. Babylon Bee published a story that Trump announces he will lift the tariffs on Canada as soon as they win a Stanley Cup. Oh, that's mean. Oh, no. Oh, no. And that, oh, that's a horrible taker. I am being trolled is what it is. I am being trolled at this very moment, and I am no way responsible. All right, let's minimize that screen, and that's not a problem. Color me shocked that an actress might be unstable, says J-Bro. That's the worst part for me on this, is it means that, like, Ryan Reynolds hooked up with an unstable chick. And that's sad, because first he was with Alanis Morissette. Then he was with Scarlett Johansson. Now he's with Blake Lively. 3 for 3 and unstable bitches. Just how do you get that kind of luck? Oh, I'm kidding. I'm sure Scarlett Johansson might be normal. Maybe. I fucking have no idea. Certainly be interesting to find out. Blake Lively is batshit, says Smokeout Pros. Are you basing that off of this lawsuit, something else, or just like a look in her eye? Like, no. I can smell it on this one. This one's crazy. All right? Like sack full of cats. Like, ooh. There's a whiff. There's a funk. There's an ammonia-esque odor it's very pervasive there. We know what we're dealing with. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I honestly don't. But yes, there we go. Like I said, strange how hard in the paint Megyn Kelly is on this, because she has nothing to do with Hollywood. Like, does she know Justin Baldoni? Because otherwise, if she doesn't know anybody personally involved with this, then this is just like because she was emotional in those clips. She gives a fuck. Unlike Wild Saffron, who's like, who nobody cares. Like, she bleeds once a month for this cause, and it's difficult. So I just, again, Johnny could save Ryan. Nope, not interested, Lab Glass. That might be true, but I am not gay. Did I make that just for somebody to clip it? If they do, cool. If not, oh well. Where are we? Wait, flying fob. Blah, blah, blah. They had to hire actual humans, y'all. Yeah, they hired people. How bad is this movie? They had to stir up a lawsuit for publicity, right? Well, I don't know if they stirred up a lawsuit for publicity, because Blake Lively stirred up a lawsuit going after Baldoni. Baldoni answered back by saying, nah, she's a lying whore that just wanted my schwanz. And it got weird. So I don't know. I don't believe that it was just a color me white and call me MJ. I'm surprised at the titties at the award show last night. Yo, what up, J Doggy? Oh, nice to see you, numero uno, Josh Denny. We have $35 left on our goal to hit today. If we make that, we'll go till 5:30. Otherwise, we'll cash it out at 5, and then we'll check if Rumble's ready to do a buyout, and that way we can give ourselves that buffer that always helps stave off the beast. But at any rate, we'll do that in a bit. Bullshit, you do unspeakable things for Ryan's rocket. No, I wouldn't. I'm not gay. I'm not... Look, Ryan Reynolds, very funny, very attractive, interesting man. I'm sure I'd love to hang out with him, have a beer, maybe smoke a joint. If his daughter's not around. And, like, yeah, that'd be about it. That's the extent. I'd have a lot of stupid, nerdy questions about the Deadpool movies. That's it. And I'd be like, look, I know you did Hitman's Bodyguard, Van Wilder, list of successes. Fuck it all. So I just care about the Deadpool movies. like, and more importantly, when there are no cameras on, I have some questions about that trailer that got out. Like, that leaked. That trailer that leaked, that test footage that leaked. Brian S., I'd sniff Blake's feet. Yeah, and then she'd probably kick you in the face. I'm guessing that would be followed by a scream and go, ah! Like, I mean, like, unless, you know, did you start by signing her shoes? Did you ever watch Keanu? No, I did not. I did not watch Gino and Keanu on Sword Fight because I had things to do, like prepping my own shows and stuff, and I just didn't. One aviation gin and tonic, and Johnny would be putty in his hands. Again, I don't even like gin. I don't like gin. I think gin tastes gross. Ryan Reynolds is allowed to sell whatever fucking liquor he wants, but that doesn't mean I'm going to drink it. Like, if he comes over and be like, hey, I've got an aviation gin, I'm be like, I ain't going to be drinking that very fast. You know what I mean? I'll be like, well, thank you. And I'll have it, and I'll sip, and I'll sit there, and I'll be like, yeah, this is a drink with gin. Who gives a flying F about the Italian slobber knob? Who's the Italian slobber knob? Sean Doe, well, I'm gay, and I know gay when I see one. Hey, don't call yourself out. Dude, and Johnny is definitely not gay. Dude, I'm not. Why do you got to put it with so many spaces? The slobber knob has a name. It's Gino. Oh. Again, I didn't watch the thing so I can't comment on the show if I didn't watch it. I did not watch it. So that is the only comment I can and do have. And we'll check that again. And we'll check that again. Good. Okay, so we're going until 5 o'clock. 2 more hours for sure. We've gotten 3 little donos there from numero uno Josh Jenny fan. I have a curiosity. Does this do the thing it's supposed to do? Nope, it doesn't. It don't. Watch. But what if I unmute it on here? 10, 9, 8. Yep, nothing. Nothing on the audio. The source has it, but you know what? Let's go to the properties. I bet you properties. Doot. Monitor and output. That's what it is. That's what it was set to before. Monitor and output. Monitor off. Monitor and output. And close. And now what happens when we press play? No audio again. All right, screw it. So we won't even bother. Let me tell you, J-Dog, we're awkward AF. What do you mean my former coworkers? What? I've never worked with them. They're not coworkers just because we're all on the same. Like, we never did anything together. We could hear audio. Says numero adjusted. Oh, you guys can. I can't. Well, then that's a problem. Why can't I hear it? That's the problem. Why can't I hear it? That's not okay. You can hear audio, but it's not coming out of the Rodecaster. And the mixer is just, I want a straight audio output meter. It was working before, but this time it didn't. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I don't know. Try number 2 had sound. Try number 2 had sound because the audio was unmuted. But the thing is again, try number 2 had sound, but I can't hear it, and I can't gauge how much that is a problem for everybody else. Anyways, where we go. I don't know. I can hear and see the shuttle thingy. In a past life, I swear you were a journalist. Who are we talking to, J-Bro? Sure. They... So after them says King Kong Dong. Well, you know, I mean, I can understand where you get that way, but yeah, but we don't work at the same place. Like, they were guests and I was a regular. Like, I'm a regular weekly co-host. They were co-hosts. We never were there on the same days. It's not like coworkers. We didn't even go into the same place. So again, I get what you're saying, but it was fairly loud. Yeah, Lab Glass, I am going to keep the sound off. Just because it was fairly loud. And I'm here now. Can you restart? Hi, y'all. You know, I'm tempted to restart. If it would fix my audio stuff, I'd be all for it. But probably not going to restart the show. I can't tell you what we've covered already, which hasn't been much. Spoiler. We had a bit of news that we got to in the beginning about crap. What was the beginning one about? I don't even remember. Must not have been that important. I can't remember what we started talking about. We got into the Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni have to use their 3 names in it. It's apparently lawsuit stuff, and covered that a little bit. Megyn Kelly is going hard in the paint on that. That's really the big thing we've gotten to. It's a serious question, Johnny. If the moon was made of cheese, would you eat it? It's not a serious question. The moon's not made of cheese. I'm going to spread the rumor that the text you got today was Rackets sending you of the podcast. Yeah, no, that's not a thing. Don't worry, J-Bro. That's not a rumor you need to spread. Nobody would believe it because it's not true. It's not even true. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan. You could just go for 5, like, just because we're at. Are we at 5 at this point? I feel like we are, aren't we? We're at 4 or 5. I feel like we've gone 1 and 1 and 1. We have, and I love that he's paying $1 every time he says something, but or not every time, but most of the time. Someone's a coworker. Okay, your former fellow co-hosts were awkward AF on the Jim Norton and Wife podcast. Clearly felt out of place, especially with Keanu included. Mrs. Norton was funnier than both of them by a mile. Oh, I might want to actually watch it now. But no offense, numero uno, Josh Denny. Aren't you like, and I don't really care personally. Oh my God, I have sandwich crumbs on my shirt. Or is that sandwich crumbs? No, that's just lint. Aren't you kind of not fans of theirs? So like, you like ragging on them. So it's not a spoiler if they bombed as usual. RP Baldo in the crutch. No, I don't think so. Not gonna go that route. Although I do have some things I have to get going on. like just little side projects to make. Anyways, and like merch and stuff. Throw a few on his even. Alrighty, I have 2 hours left in the program. Don't tell me how to do my job, Johnny K. I don't come down to your job and knock the strippers off the pole. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan. I haven't done a gig or a stint in the club in months. I haven't, like, since November. I've been gone for a while. I haven't gone back, and unless I absolutely have to, I don't plan to go back. I kind of think I got my life on a good track. I think I got things in a good place. I'm in a weirdly positive place. I'm happy for once in a while, and like I've always been happy with my daughter and stuff like that, but in general in my life and where I see it going in the future. So I don't think I want to go back to the club. Imagine how mad Aaron would be if rumors about Baldo and Crutch in the morning are true. No, he wouldn't be mad. I think he'd be pretty indifferent. God, no. Like, there's no way they'd be true because he, like, Baldo can't afford to pay me at all. And I won't do shows for blow. So you're screwed. I think they are, says Jay Bra. Well, of course you do. You would be wrong. Alrighty. Ever miss being surrounded by all those nasty nudes? All the time. All the time. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan. The ladies at Fat Jack's are very, very beautiful, very, very lovely, and very good at their jobs. So, as such, I miss not hanging out with them because who doesn't want to hang out with lovely ladies who are very sociable and flirtatious and make you feel like you're $1 million? Who doesn't want to do that? Point me the person who doesn't want to do that, and I'm saying mo. But at any rate, well, I mean, why are you telling me? Johnny misses getting side BJs. I never got a side BJ. Might have hoped for one. Certainly never received. Alrighty. But yes, we have a little, we'll say thank you for everything going over on for numero uno Josh Denny fan. We're gonna throw a little thank you torch on the fire. Johnny, I know you don't like the drama shit, but I don't like the way Aaron berated. Blah. Alrighty. This morning, he took the time to read my tweet and reply to it on air during the show. What? Who took the time to read your tweet and reply to it? I didn't read your tweet and reply to it. Why does it sound like Johnny fell in love with a stripper? Oh, dude, more than one. More than one. I fell in love with several strippers. They never loved me back. And that was never a surprise. They never love you back. You're always the one that's in love with them. But if you know about it, one of them doesn't need to be asked twice. Oh, never fall in love with the strippers. Yes, that's my story. Okay. Johnny just admitted he hoped his co-workers would blow him. No, not even a little, RP. One of them doesn't need to be asked twice, but then stand tall. I'll admit the stand tall one is particularly funny. Here's for numero uno Josh Denny fan over there on the Rumble live chat. Rumble buys out our show, and after this show today, we'll hopefully buy out a day or so. We've got to check if whether or not they've finally cleared that giant chunk of pending, and then we can buy out some time on the show. Otherwise, we have 35 in the goal. Not 35, like 25? Thought it was 25. Didn't we go down to 25? Where is mine? Because I had to move to everything with a new document dealie. And does it say 25 or 35? Oh, it says 35 because, we were at 45 and then. So we're at 35 for the show today. And otherwise, that's somebody's daughter, Johnny. Who? Technically, every lady is somebody's daughter. We'll be here all day. Who are you talking about? And what is this? Oh, yeah, don't care. Marvel Rivals. Why did the rock band name themselves Books? So they wouldn't be judged by their covers. Oh, Wild Saffron. All right. Sit Strong bracelets coming to Johnny's merch store. Actually, Sit Strong bracelets might not be a bad idea. Sit Strong seatbelts, even better. Sit Strong. This is for when you got to take a dump. All right, let's go to Canada. Oh, fuck. Canada. Let's go to Canada's Prime Minister candidate. Canada's Prime Minister candidate talking about the Trump tariffs. It's one thing for Canada's Prime Minister to talk about the Trump tariffs. Let's find out about the Prime Minister candidate. I hit play. Do I have to? Oh, God, I got to refresh this whole site. All right, we're going to get there. In other news, the new Fantastic Four movie trailer comes out tomorrow. Oh, in other news, yeah. All right, cool.
Now for something you can both agree on.
Erectile dysfunction? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I realize I have to do this. So we'll pull up Canada. We'll pull up their little video here, and we'll get to that in just a second. Hold on.
The reason he's doing this is, the ask, and this is the justification, is the fentanyl trade, the fentanyl that is coming in from.
This is the ask, and this is the justification, or as a lot of us would call it, common sense. But Fareed Zakuntia obviously got a dick to get out. But let's see how she takes it. Why does this lady look familiar? She looks like a disgruntled version of every ex I've ever had.
From Canada and Mexico. The bizarre part about this is not a lot of fentanyl comes into the United States from Canada. I mean, I think the latest numbers we have, it's 43 pounds coming out of Canada and 21,000 pounds coming out of Mexico. So what you've negotiated with Donald Trump before over the NAFTA renewal renegotiation. Why is he doing this to Canada? What is the motivation? It can't really be fentanyl.
You're absolutely right, Fareed. The pretext.
It could be fentanyl. And I'm just spitballing here, but do your numbers take into account the fact that the border on the south is wide open? I mean, does your upcoming prime minister candidate, who by the way has no chance of winning? Oh no, the bobblehead. What about the bobblehead? Thank you again, numero uno, Josh Denny fan. I want a Sit Strong branded Ames chair. What's an Ames chair? Now I got to look that up on my phone. I don't got an extra screen. I got to look it up on my phone. God damn it. What's an Ames chair?
Utterly ludicrous. This action is utter madness. It is a betrayal of America's closest friend, of your ally, your neighbor, your best partner in the whole.
All right, F you. It is not a closest betrayal. Your ally, your neighbor, your best partner. Let's be clear about that. I'll say this. Ames lounge chair. Nice. Nice. Not cheap either. Oof. Those are nice. Canada smells like dookie. So fuck 'em. I should go give the offenders a preliminary timeout on Aaron's channel so they can't chat until the very end of his show. What are you talking about? What offenders? I'm good. Wow, Rusty Grammer's having fun. Or venting some steam. All right, Ames chairs are expensive but beautiful, says Digger. Johnny, she's known as Bobblehead because she switches worse than a junkie. Or twitches worse than a junkie. Oh, that is not why I would call a chick Bobblehead. Bobblehead You know what? I'm not going to demonstrate it. That's all. That's not something anybody needs to know. You know what I mean? You know what I know? I know I don't know.
Whole world. It is an act of economic warfare. And the president was clear just this morning that it is a direct.
All right. So, Smoke Out Prods. The Mexican border is heavily policed, though. There are parts of the Canadian border you can easily cross. Heard from a friend. Yes, my friend El Coyote. Anyways, this also doesn't take into account the amount of drugs that get through. It's like, this is how much we've seized on this border. This is how much we've seized on that border. That doesn't mean that's how much that's going through. We don't seize everything that's going through, and then what? Well, we catch and release drugs? Look, we've got to release enough drugs into the system for them to reproduce, or we'll run out of drugs. No, that's not how it works. That is not how it works. So, yeah, if just because you catch it more on the southern border, or like, again, the numbers of how much is traced back to or is gone through, this all operates on the assumption that you know exactly how much is going through. But if you know how much is going through, why aren't you doing the chat go bye-bye? What? Why the chat go bye-bye? The chat didn't go bye-bye. It fades over time. The chat fades over time. Fades over time.
Attack on our sovereignty. And I have to tell you, Fareed, Americans are going to be astonished by the Canadian response. We're hurt for sure, because we're your friends and neighbors. But most of all,
we're hurt for sure. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. I had another colloquialism I can't. At the Canadian border, they call the smugglers Sacre Bleu. Alrighty. Perhaps that's because of the Indians everywhere. Oh boy. We should send extradition teams to perhaps for a short time I'd have to conduct politeness so I don't become one of you. Look, I'd be willing to do it temporarily, but nothing too long term. I don't want to risk becoming an actual American. I understood. Wild Saffron, come to the dark side. Let the evil flow through you. Digger, one of us. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Who said one of us? Who said one of us? You said so I don't become one of you, LOLs. So I didn't. Who said one of us? I don't know. Hey, Johnny, let's watch part of this clip. I timestamped it. See, just because you paid $1 doesn't mean I'm going to watch that clip. How much do you want to bet? I'm going to bet that clip is Gino and Keanu. And I'm going to say right now, if that's what it is, I'm literally not going to do it just to fuck with you. Just to fuck with you. Because I don't really care. I don't care. I have no skin in that game. I don't think Gino and Keanu really even know who I am. Other than the guy that's occasionally... All right, never mind. Space, the Infinite Frontier, Dr. Kent Waller, SNL. Only problem with this is, won't this get me popped? This is an SNL clip. Meant to make the clip link a $5. Well, I appreciate the $5. Numero uno, Josh, steady fan. But the problem is, this is an SNL clip. I'm going to get popped for playing this, right? Like it's an SNL clip with, God, I don't know the name. Why are we playing this?
Kid, we all know that the moon is not made of green cheese.
Okay, yeah, the moon cheese thing. Okay, cool. I don't want to play more than that. I'm sure I'll get in trouble. But thank you, numero uno, Josh Denny fan. King Kong Dong, don't do it, Johnny. Well, I played like fucking 2 seconds. It's not a big deal. Don't get popped, not worth it. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why I played it for 2 seconds. Like, you do realize Digger is a girl. We need at least 3 women for any man, regardless of his politics. J-Bra, what are we talking about? I heard Digger is the reason. What's this Digger hate for? What did she do all of a sudden? Normally everyone's all sweaty for Digger because Canada is trash and it sucks. She's a member of the WF Board of Directors. Johnny, she's known as Bobblehead. Earns shares expensive but beautiful. Yeah, I don't see why We need at least 3 women for any man. I don't understand what the hell we're talking about. No, SNL, you're going to get struck. That was kind of a shitty move. I know, like I know. I said I couldn't play the whole thing. I played just that little teaser bit of it. That's all I'm willing to do. Anyways, so there we go. No, just a soy boy. So I have no idea how any of that affects us. Yeah, I could have sworn Newsom was a woman. You could have him, right? You can have Gavin. God, that guy's a canoosh douche. All right, Spider-Man webs being a real thing. This was supposed to be like a video thing, right? Or not? Because if not... All right, that's even worse. Nope, yep, we have lab creates Spider-Man web-slinging technology. Spider-Man web-slinging technology. Awesome. Yay. I'm sure it's awesome. All right, so let's go back to the Canadian Prime Minister who we've been farting around on.
We're angry and we are united and resolute. You know, Canada is the true north, strong and free. We love our country and we are united. We are strong. We're smart. We're going to fight for our country. We're going to fight for Canada.
And gosh darn it,
we're going to be successful.
Americans love us. So
let's put a little bit of substance on that. You know, you're a much smaller economy than the United States. 75% of your exports come to the United States, whereas I
King
think
Kong Dong literally just says,
like
fuck Canada. I mean, come on, man. Why? Why have we got to be that hostile? Fuck Canada. That's mean.
An economy that much larger than yours. So how do you do it in a way that's effective?
Saffron, Digger, you denied them foot pics, and now they've turned on you. I love that I'm muting, well, not muting, but I'm toning her down so I can talk over her about something that has nothing to do about anything. And now I placed exactly where I see her.
We know that for you guys, the customer is always right. We're your biggest customer. Doesn't make a lot of sense to be punching us in the face. The second thing.
All right, you bitch. The customer is always right. You forgot the number one thing. America is its greatest consumer. We are the proverbial aurora borealis, eating our own tail indefinitely. Why? Because we keep buying more tail with the extra tail we throw you. Like, again, we are our own consumer first. Like, most of the stuff we make for us, and that's not a lot. And then we give you guys that stuff as well. We'll be fine. I mean, we'll feel it. Won't feel good. We'll be. You ever stub your toe? I mean, like really bad, to the point where you can't walk for a day or two. That kind of bad. That's what it'll be. We stubbed our toe. It'll falter our stride, but we'll be okay. Canada owes us these tariffs for Bieber. That's fair. I feel like we've never been properly reimbursed for Justin Bieber. I agree with that, King Kong Dong. Except the hair was orange and stood straight up. Wait a minute. Smoke out prods. Smoke out prods. Can we trade Newsom for... I don't think we can trade Gavin Newsom for Digger. Oh, that's where the 3-to-1 thing comes in. 3 women for any man, regardless of his politics. All right. I had a troll doll that looked like her when I was a kid. That's how I know her. Smoke out prods. Except the hair was orange and stood straight up. So you had a troll doll that looked like this chick? That's interesting. That is interesting. Return trip saying, take my money. Who? Did you throw things at the stuff? If you threw money at the show, I would appreciate it. That would be great. We would love a little bit of support. We need the tune of... what is it? The old $35. that we're sitting on, so we'll make sure we're not missing anybody. Nope. Seems like we're good. Still good. And nope. Over to nope. Still good. All right. So there we go. Okay. Trolls were cool. Yeah, man. How do I get the Pez out of her? Oh, customer is always right in matters of taste. They can still be regarded a-holes. A Downsy was the last thing I bought from Canada. Oh, Jay, brah. That light button says balls deep. Nice. Trolls were cool. That's not the full quote. The customer is always right when it comes to taste. There's a little more to it. Just can't remember, says Sandy Squatch. Well, I didn't even know that. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan asking, what is the origin story of, quote, live from Pool Scam Sam Studios? Pool Scam Sam Studios is because he paid for that last month, and we sold it for a month. So it'll be up for the studio support, the banner will be the studio support the studio's banner that'll be available for purchase this Friday. So people kind of throw their hats in on what they want to throw at it and kind of feel out where we're at. And then, the person who bids the highest, if they actually pay that amount, they get it. But before they bid the money, I request that I say, hey, so this is what we'd be like. We have to agree what we're calling it first. I don't just name it whatever it is. Like, you can't just pick it. 100% down with fuck Canada, says Chevy JB. Think Americans should boo Canadians for no other reason than they started it. Why? I briefly dated a girl that called her crotch a squatch. When I first saw Sandy, I felt bad. Oh, that hurts. That hurts me in my soul. We got about a minute left of this. Let's check this lady out for another minute. Here we go. Thank you, numero uno, Josh Denny fan, for all the support that you've thrown at the show. Here we go.
And Fareed, as you know very well, is America's tariffs are self-harming. By putting tariffs on the stuff that Canada...
RP, would you accept a sponsorship from the makers of the Baldo? I doubt that they want to sponsor me, but I probably still have to say no. It depends what the sponsorship would include, what things I have to... Like, again, I have no interest in a Baldo. I could get more use out of a hammock. The sex hammock. What the hell is that? Dangerous for everyone involved. Boom. Those are jokes. Johnny is like ETM, all these conditions. Won't do this, won't do that. No, people want me to name it stuff like the Baldo Studios or whatever. I'm not doing that. So then don't, here, R.I. God, then don't throw in for the studio thing. We can both be cool with that. I'm fine with it. One of my calls to Aaron was John Doe of the Baldo Corporation. Cool, J-Bra. Cool. Anyways, let's go back to chick putting up tariffs. Oh yes, putting up we're not gonna be happy. Our customers.
You are gonna hurt Americans. You have put a tariff. You're putting a tariff.
Pool Scam Sam saying, I hear a cat. Yes, you hear a cat. Here, hold on a second. No, I'm making I'm putting my legs up so you can jump up on them. Yeah. Oh, no. I'm doing this for me. No, actually, I should take my baclofen. I should take my baclofen, and then while that kicks in, you weigh down my legs. This is a really great idea that we just had, Al. Now, do your part, cat. Get up here. Come on. Yeah, stop bitching about it and be about it. Christ, cat. Come on. We're on the clock. I got things to do. Come on. Get up here, buddy. Time's a wasting, show's a burning. Come on, I can't hold my mic, my headphone cable up here all day while I wait for you to develop the balls to jump. Al card, please, for the love of Christ. do this now or I'm moving on? I'm moving on if you can't make... Dude, come on. All right, fine. I'm moving on. All right, he's earned it, Johnny. He's earned what? I second the Chad Buzmak Studios. You can't just determine it. I want the pool $10 deal. I don't think I'm doing that again. I mean, unless that's as high as it goes. Like, so all right, so we officially have Chad at 10. If nobody else comes in on Chad's 10 or post higher, then it's gonna be the Buzmak thing. So all right, so far, hold on, let me get I'll get a pen for this later, but I know I have pencils at my desk here. I had a pen, but I had to use it to fill out a freaking check the other day, and I didn't put it back. This is why I am dumb. Where is the pencil? Al, I know. I have to open the drawer. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. Me. I gotta, you know what? 10's not a big deal. I'm sure we'll remember. I'm closing this before he smells the... There's a jar of catnip in that there drawer, and that'll lead to trouble. Chad, I'll start the bidding. Says Brian S says $30. Brian S wants it for $30. That's impressive, because I'm guessing Brian S wants it to publicize his own channel. Okay, I mean, a month of that might do that, I guess. All right, God, I can do March, says all right, God. Well, March, again, the 10 isn't, it's not like the 10. The 10 was the price I set, and then boom, one person snapped it up right like that, and I was like, oh, $2,700, but that is my final offer, says J-Bra. $2,700? I feel like that seems like a lot. This long-faced woman is staring daggers into me. It's making me uncomfortable. Fine, we'll finish what would we call it? Canadian and cramping? What do you got going on here, Toots? Oh, hey everybody, we do have him sitting in our lap. It's Alucard, everybody. Hey. I've snuggled you like 5 times today. Just work with me. Hey everybody, it's the kitty. Kitty. It's the kitty. Fine, I'll hold on to it. You don't have to. Oh, so my money is no good? Are you really going to put $2,700 up? Like, I'll be waiting. I'll take $27 for a month. Digger saying, hi, Al. Yes, everybody loves the kitty. I had a vision live from the Ray DeVito studios. You into it? No, because you're not Ray DeVito, and I don't really care for that one. I'm not really into it, I've got to be honest. And if Ray DeVito needs me for a bump... Is this loose or tight? That's what she said. Anyhow, I'm having a vision. That just sounds dirty. I concede. You win the bidding war, says Chad Buzmak. Well, 30 seems to have locked. So now if he stays up with that, then that's all we do. Now we're nailed out. Now we got to, good thinking, Johnny. That Ray DeVito dude can get you into trouble with some of the things he says. I mean, who's not going to get into trouble? Johnny got bumps. What? It's $2,700. I mean, I'm prepared for higher. Okay. All I'm saying is Johnny K live from the trench. We can work with it. Whatever. Like I kind of figured it would be the name of the person that was what is it? Name of the person that threw the money in, unless they were like a fake account or somebody's name or whatever, or making fun of somebody like as a name. Like say Brian's sweaty headset or something. Like just is coming up with something stupid off the top of my head. But yeah. I completely spaced out now. Christ. Alrighty, so we're still at that 35 way live from the Rock Bottom Network studios. That's not half bad. I mean, like, that's something I can work with. Do I risk, what is it, The Rock getting up in my face about copyright infringement? Possibly. All right, every time I pause this lady looks like she's trying to push out a turd. I need to let her finish whatever thought she's having. I'm going to rewind it a bit. We got distracted by Al, but let's go, and I'm going to finish.
We're your biggest customer. Doesn't make a lot of sense to be punching us in the face.
Have you seen your face?
The second thing, Fareed, as you know very well, is America's tariffs are self-harming. You know, by putting tariffs on the stuff that Canada sells you, you are going to hurt Americans. You have put a tariff, you're putting a tariff on the oil and gas that we sell you. That is going to make prices at the pump, prices at grocery stores a lot higher. And the final thing, Fareed, is this matters to us so much more than it matters to you. Our very sovereignty is at stake.
I want a regular sweatband.
A phenomenal, united and resolute response.
Oh, you wanted a Naruto
Canada.
headband.
And for Americans, does this really matter to you at all? I mean, do Americans wake up in the morning and say, wow, we got to beat up on those Canadians?
Guys, I'm going to pause it right there. She asked us a question. I'm going to let you guys in the chat. Seems sus. Why do they care so much if it's only going to hurt Americans? Seems sus. All right, oil and gas. I was wondering what we got from Canada for $75. I'd like Johnny to change the name of the show to J Bra's Emporium of Cum Sluts and Wise Asses. See, again, no, that won't be the name of the show. See, like, if you threw in on the 75s, it could be live from the J Bra Studios. But again, the Cum Sluts and Wise Asses thing, I don't. Holy shit, I would love a Naruto headband, says Brian S. All right, he wants a Naruto headband. There you go. Breaking news, Naruto headband, and take us away.
To you. Our very sovereignty is at stake. You are seeing a phenomenal, united and resolute response across Canada. And for Americans, does this really matter to you at all? I mean, do Americans wake up in the morning and say, wow, we got to beat up on those Canadians?
Like you wouldn't believe.
I don't think so. I think Americans actually recognize that we are a great partner, a great neighbor, a great friend. That this is ridiculous. It is not worth Americans suffering over this.
What
As
kind
the
of
Prime
suffering?
Minister said, we do not want this conflict.
I don't even
but
like
we're not gonna
pancakes.
give
I don't
in.
need fucking maple syrup. What?
Patients who have sensitive teeth but also want whiter teeth, they have to make a
Patients
choice,
who have
one
sensitive
versus the other.
teeth, but
Sensodyne
also
Clinical White
smoke a lot of
provides
crack,
two shades
tend to have a serious problem with tooth decay. Got it? Good. Go. Bye-bye. All righty. What did return to? We should import all hot Latinas and give them immediate citizenship, says return trip. Brian S., I think you have to earn those in battle. I don't even remember. It's been a while since I watched Naruto. I remember Naruto in broad strokes, and from the fact that one of my fatter phases involved Naruto because I kept eating ramen while I watched Naruto, and I got into Naruto like a long time, like after the series had pretty much finished. So like I just went en masse, and I didn't understand how much just like plotless frickin' filler there was in that show. I ate a lot of ramen. It was bad. Long-haired Jay Leno is right. This woman is a saucy baka. I do like the potable water. What about potable water? Hey ho ho. We're talking about taking over Canada? Lumber and fresh water too. Oh yeah, because we don't have any of those. We don't. I'm not being sarcastic. Well, the lumber we probably have. The fresh water, not so much. Most of our fresh water's been polluted. Why? Because we're America. Anyways. Ooh, do we want to check this? We did mention this, so we'll go through it quick. So this news just came out recently. Wired ran a hit piece on Doge for hiring the whiz kid who deciphered the Pompeii scrolls and they have hired this kid to audit the U.S. Treasury. I don't know why you would run a hit piece on this. Elon Musk's takeover of the federal government infrastructure is ongoing, and at the center of things is the coterie of engineers who are barely out of, and in at least one case, purposely still in, purportedly, not purposely, god damn it, learn to read, Johnny, purportedly still in college. Elon Musk isn't taking over anything. He's been brought in as a contractor. Right. They brought him in to fix the... Most have connections to Musk, and at least 2 have connection to Musk's longtime associate, Peter Thiel, a co-founder and chairman of the analytics firm and government contractor Palantir, who was long expressed opposition to democracy. Sure, but they're not coming up with laws. They're auditing the government that's been, again, misplacing money like crazy. Never drank a bag of milk in my life, says Fanatical Bucks fan. Dude, I had bag milk all the time growing up as a kid. That's one thing that's not weird to me, and I don't feel like that's expressly Canadian. They have them or at least they used to have them at, like, Quick Trip and stuff. Like, I've had milk in a bag. I've also had powdered milk. You ever had powdered milk? That'll make you hate life. Oh, boy. Oh. But yeah, no, I've had milk in a bag. Us buying water from Canada is the same thing as buying something from a special needs kid selling stuff for school. Do we need it? No. Still, they tried, so we felt bad and gave them a sale. Dude, again, I don't know if you understand how much of our water is well, let's just say tainted. But largely from things like fracking or, in a lot of cases, illegal meth. Oh, I love St. Aaron. Powdered milk sucks. That is just an incentive to get a fucking job. Adam Simon, good to see you too, SH. They have milk bags at Quick Trip, but I don't know what to do with it. And never seen it before then. You need to get a pitcher, all right? So wherever they have the milk bags, they'll almost always have a stand somebody that has a pitcher. And you just need a pitcher that pinches the bag at the top. So what you do is you get the milk bag, right? You put the bag in the pitcher, you put the bag tip over, you cut the tip, and then when you're going to pour the milk, you pull the corner of the bag up, you pour it, holding the corner thing, and then you put it back in. Pinch the tip, and there you go. Milk in a bag. Powdered milk on generic puff cereal. Fill some holes. That's torture. What was the last good thing Canada has done? I'll name it. Bret Hart. That is it. Wow, surprise. It's a wrestling reference. Even salting the roads leads to water pollution, so they stopped salting the roads. And there were a ton more car crashes to smoke out prods. Does the bag come with a pitcher? I don't know. I've never actually bought the pitcher or the bag. I had the bagged milk as a child. My parents did it. Powdered milk is good to keep around for when you don't have enough milk for a recipe, says SH. All right, Mr. Q, powdered milk is for livestock. Well, then call me a cow, because guess what I had more than one summer. It's hard to get the porridge just right, says Smokeout Prods. That sounds complicated. So pinch the tip to empty the bag. Wrestling rules, Johnny, says T. Jefferson. Maybe, but that's not real wrestling. Also, I believe in johnny-krutches. Well, I don't, and I am johnny-krutches because my gallon milk doesn't require outside equipment for me to enjoy cereal. It doesn't require outside equipment, J-Bra, and it's much easier to handle the bag of milk than it is a gallon, especially when it's empty. Alrighty then. Okay. So we've got Elon Musk gold. Elon Musk's gold. There you go. Center of Things, cabin engineer, Portland College. Musk have connections to his... Yeah, but didn't Peter Thiel also help him form, like, the PayPal thing? Yeah, they did PayPal. Wired has identified 6 young men, all apparently between the ages of 19 and 24, who have little to no government experience and are now playing critical roles in Musk's so-called Department of Government Efficiency project, tasked by executive orders with modernizing federal technology and software to maximize government efficiency and productivity. Yeah, why do they have to have government experience? Who have little to no government experience. Why do they need government experience with modernizing technology and software to maximize governmental efficiency? If we've learned one thing, it's that government knows nothing about efficiency. And I mean, I'm dealing with that right now on a state level. So yeah, government knows nothing about efficiency. Oh Jesus, the milk in a bag thing. Oh yeah, it's goofy as hell, but it's a lot of fun. Milk in a bag? Yeah. What if you don't have a pitcher? Do it, Johnny. Dance. I can't dance. T. Jefferson, thanks, sir. Somebody gets it. Can I just freehand it like a... Yeah, I mean, yeah. Just how do you keep it closed at the end? Mason jars. Boom, boom. It's just a bag with milk in it. They say less plastic with bag and supposedly easier storage. Yeah. All right, come on up. We already had Alucard, so why not you two? Why not? You're everyone else's other favorite kitten. Come here, Tag. Come on. Come on, Tag. I already delayed the show for one pussy. Why not two? Come here. I will pet you. If you get up here. You're taking forever. For the love of God. Come on. Tegra. I'm getting... Oh. Cat. Oh, there we go. Hey, everybody. It's the other little slinky dink. It's Tegra. Teg. Tegra, the kitty cat. All right, so there's Tag. They need the people in the government don't have any experience in anything. I like milk bags, but not milk in a bag, says Mr. Q. Oh, wow. Get it? It's a boob reference. I am a big Hemingway guy. Sorry, don't make me start quoting novels. T. Jefferson, they need to get input on what the current processes are so they can determine what is working and what isn't. But being outsiders gives them untainted perspective, says SH. Aw, the nice kitty, and not the violent face lover, says T. Jefferson. The cute cat won't make me forget you spoiled the movie The Menu for me. I didn't spoil the movie The Menu for you. That was Aaron. I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen it. Pat Dixon's futon. Joke's on you. I left the stream. Ha! So still, I didn't spoil it for you. I can't spoil you something I haven't seen. Oh, little critter. Alrighty. So, yes, Saint saying kitty. Yes, it's the kitty. It's everyone's favorite kitty, Tegra. All right. I should just get you your own freaking account and camera. We'll just bait you with food, and you can be my my co-host. And I will just leave when I need to. We have an hour left in the show, unless we slam out that $35, and then we'll go till 5:30. Everyone has a taint. Aaron spoiled Men in Black for me today. I was finally getting to it too. Well, I mean, that is like, I don't mean to defend a serial spoiler, but that is kind of on you for waiting this long. I mean, they've made like 3 or 4 of those now. It's really at what point are you not responsible for like getting in gear? Kitten, either stay or go. You know I hate it when you do this. Like, I love you. I gotta run. You are the only cat I know that once you get pet twice, you're like, all right, I gotta walk it off. Damn it. Brian S., I could be your co-host. Meow. I'm your huckleberry. Liquid Evidence. I'm late. What's up, J-Dog? What did I miss? A lot, honestly. if I were gonna recap it too much. People came, people wiped down, and then they left. It was great. We're having a great time. I never even checked if we got into our numbers. We've just been doing a show. What does it look like when you just do a show without checking any of the numbers? You know what? It could be worse. It could be worse. Holy shit, it could be way worse. We're doing quite nicely over there on YouTube. Thank you for being part of the program. Twitch as well. So yeah, we've got a couple things left in the first hour. We're talking about whiz kids hired by Doge, but I don't know that I really care. Numero uno, Josh Denny's been very, very verbal on a variety of topics and things today. And then also, if you didn't know, the Live from the Pool Scam Sam Studios is up for grabs, and it looks like Brian S. might be the big better. He's claiming he'll come in with $30. So, just state whatever your bid may be and be ready to, throw it in if you really want it. Because, again, we take the first one that comes across the line on Friday. Like, on Friday, we'll do the whole, like, hey, so Pool Scam Sam or whatever, whoever, like, you're the guy. You hit me with that bidding thing, and we're good. And before then, we'll make sure we agree on what the name is going to be, so that way you don't feel like you're getting cheated. You don't want to give me the money and then be like, hey, I wanted to call it, Two Dongs, One Chick show. And it's like, I didn't say I'd do that. So it's like, all right. Off question, online, that chair, been in the market for a new one. Are you talking about this one? This is just a GTR racing gaming chair with speakers in it. Bought it a while ago. Let's see. I just bought an office chair, honestly, so I don't think I spent too much on it, but let's look at the type that it is. Had this thing forever. GTR Racing game chair. Yeah, that looks like the one that I have pretty much. But I don't have two levers. They have two levers. That's not fair. That one's nicer than mine. Alrighty, so nicer than mine. So I'm gonna say probably around like $100. You can get something pretty similar for like $89 that actually looks cooler in some ways. I actually like that better. Anyways, I'm being stupid. Two Dongs, One Chick. This show is not PG-13, says. Why? What are you talking about? Jay brought no idea. Too coward towards Boozmock Studios. Thank you, Smokeout Prods, but we can't do that. $10, like I said, we throw the bids in on Friday. It's gonna again. We can't do that because then we'd be tallying all week, and then I have to count that out of the goal for the end of the. So it's like I gotta. It's gonna be screwy with keeping track of everything. Oh boy, yeah. So we'll see what we can do for that. I think. Might figure out a way. I don't know. What can I say? I don't know. What I know is I don't know. That's what I know. We've got that. They've had nothing over on the Twitch. Yeah. Is it Twitch? Yeah, it's Twitch. That's the one we're doing. Nothing over there. All right, good. Boop, boop, boopity, boop, boop, boop. Let's get over to this next one. This is our last story from the first hour. So we're going to get to this. A university's biotech research has made an astonishing discovery while investigating how silk and dopamine allow muscles, like the things, to stick to rocky surfaces. Undergoing a transition into a solid format into a web-looking material, something like a fiber. All right, so we've got Lab creates Spider-Man web slinging technology. Let's check this out. This looks like it's gonna go great, I think. Let's see how researchers have developed the first web slinging technology. All right, I gotta admit, when you tell me researchers have developed the first web slinging technology, and that looks like an IV. How is this? Okay, let's see where we're at and go. Oh, holy shit! This is creepy, and the audio's only one channel. Solidifies into a fiber in midair. That's extremely creepy. The silk floor would comply with dopamine. This is fucked up. All right, so devices. I gotta read these so people can tell this. Discovery was made during experiments with silk fibrin combined with dopamine. Dopamine enables the silk to solidify when it's exposed to air or something. The device can shoot fibers that can pick up objects over 80 times their own weight. It's not good. Not good. Oh. So I guess there you go. That's jizz. Oh, I was way off, says Smoke Out Prods. No, that's not J Bra. That's no I appreciate that, J Bra, but no. Let's go back to live chat there. We're good. Oh, did I ever link the things that I had pinned on there? I don't think I ever pinned them. That's part of my problem. I never pinned those messages. Now I gotta go all the way back up here and see if they're still there. We've been going for a while. I've got like an hour left in my show. I apologize. I am spacey brained. Maybe that's why I have to. Yep, I kind of have to just eat the loss today, I think, is what it's gonna be. But you know what? I deserve it. I'm spacey brained, and it's you know what? It's gotta cost me. I gotta learn to be an adult. Get my together. I'll pin you, Johnny. What the? Hey, whoa. All right, easy with the whoa. Oh, and for $75, Johnny will change it. Oh, yep, we covered those a while ago, and I don't have the thing. So there we go. But when I use my web slinger, I get arrested, right? All right, get off of. My cords are getting hooked on my toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Kevin Spacey, I'm spacing out. Is really the gist of it. The stream is weak. The jizz has a that stream is weak. Oh, Jesus. Wild saffron. Huh. And I just had a crazy thought. Oh, my God. I'm not wrong, right? Right? Yeah. That's what I thought. I'm not wrong. 1, 2, 3, Brian S. gets the win, says Satan Caesar. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, yeah. The Royal Rumble was yesterday, Brian. Yeah, it's a little late. Another win for the Joe. I'm Johnny's lover. He keeps me company after Hallowed Spirits was with my wife. Yeah, that's who I was talking to this morning was Brian S. I was talking to Brian S., regardless of what anyone tells you. I was talking to Brian S., just a good old American man talking to another good old American man. That sounded less gay in my head, if we're going to be clear. Bird Collector, sorry I missed a little bids for studio name. Well, the studio Bird Collector is like the bids are again between now and the time of bid closing. The bids are suggestion only. We can do the money part on Friday, so just plan for the money thing on Friday. And did someone say gay head? No. Again, we're That's the other reason that the money part happens on Friday, because you could be like, oh, dude, I will totally pay this much. And I'll be like, okay. And what do you want to name it? And you'll be like, I want to call it this, that, or the other. And I'm like, all right, I'm not okay with that. And if someone's higher bid than that, that would line up to when you responded to my DM video. Yeah, dude. It would. And that's totally what it was. And I don't get where anyone would get any other ideas. My rumor has not been disproven. Ask yourself why. I'm afraid to. But here, Kame Leonilis. What's up? How you doing? Good to see you. I think I read that right. Chami Leonil. So a kind of silent auction. In a sense, like, you guys get to say how much you're willing to throw at it. Like, be realistic about what you're going to throw at it and what you want to call the studios. We reach an accord, a détente, so to speak. And then we go to Friday knowing what people are saying they're going to pay and what it'll supposedly be named. And then we go down the list. We start out with the top bidder and we give them a reasonable amount of time, 5-10 minutes, whatever. Doesn't make it, we go down to the second person, say, all right, now it's open to you. And we go down the list and down the list and down the list we go. That's what we'll say. 30 is the big, with Brian S. saying he'll supposedly throw 30 at me. So we'll see. We'll see this Friday. We'll see this Friday because that's the last day that Pool Scam Sam owns the studios. And then we start next week fresh with a new face. However the fuck we do it. Can I pay extra for a daily verbal shout out? You know what? I'm not opposed. Bird Collector, thanks for the explanation, sir. It's the least I can do. I'm asking for you to throw money at me for that, so why not? I know January Jones. Smoke Out Prods. Johnny's being catfished by someone pretending to be January Jones. Who the hell's January Jones? I know January Jones better than almost everyone on earth. I don't know who January Jones is. Jay Brock. How much to get touched by? You know, sometimes, like, I get that we're, and as, you know, it's not safe for work. It's the end of the day. The idea is people are leaving anyway. But how much to get touched by a PP? Why? I bid one monkey milking farm. King Kong Dong, we only accept real currency. None of your imaginary businesses. Okay? You keep that crap at home. She was the diamond chick in the X-Men First Class, says T. Jefferson. Who are we talking about? January Jones? Yeah, but my point is, I'm just saying, Lab Glass says $50, no cheapskates around here. So Lab Glass is saying he's going to throw 50 at it. Okay. Interesting. Thank you for the 5. We'll again hopefully be buying out some time on the old fucking Rumble thing today, because we certainly aren't going to get our YouTube buyout for another week or so. So we'll see how we do here. And if we do get that buyout, that's going to be at least a day. I'm throwing 5 at it, says King Kong Dong. Well, it'll be a while before we make it down to the 5. Right now, we'd be starting with Lab Glass claiming the 50, and then we'll be filtering down to the 30 and the 10s, and then the 5s. I don't think we have an actual 10 bid. I know someone threw in 10 for Chad Boosmock, and I appreciate that. But this is, again, where I'm like, I got to keep track of that. That's a tricky minx that you got swimming. So, alrighty, that's the end of that. We have to load up our second hour. Oh, my God, what is this? Harry Potter 1, but AI completely destroyed it. You know what? No, I don't want to see that. Why? Because hurts my soul. All right, let's close that. That's the end of our first hour stories. So let's grab Hour 1, you're done. Boom, we covered it all. Bam, there we go. So there we are. Hour 2, let's pull these up. Our Hour 2 stories. Let's, what is this one? Dude, I already did the Trump tariffs thing. Did I pull up my Hour 2 stories already? All right. Nope, never mind. I just had 2 of that. All right. That's a shame. We've got the story about the Episcopal bishop. Oh my God, Idris Elba is proposing a because again, you know how Hollywood stars like to speak out about injustice and violence. Well, don't worry, Idris Elba is proposing common sense knife laws. Common sense knife control, like taking the pointy parts off of kitchen knives. We got a story about a drag queen who did a simulation of the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Or is it just a straight up assassination?
Last time I checked, we
Holy
don't have
Jesus.
a whole lot of songs that feature the
Hold on a minute.
cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Now I gotta scroll over here to make sure I didn't miss anything. I didn't because it came up on there, which means it's just a rescan. Johnny Chimpo, tier 1 for 41 months. Holy balls. That's 7 away from 4 years. 7 months away from 4 years. I am honored. Wrong button. Thank you, Johnny Chimpo. Cowbell going out there for you. Hey-o. I gotta start playing with them programs. Thank you very, very much, and thank you, Johnny Chimpo, for supporting the show. I am so grateful for that. All right, so again, we have about an hour or so left in the program, maybe a little more. We'll find out. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got Lab Glasses 5 to take care of, so I got that beast to look down. And like I said, we should be, if all goes well, we should be game for tomorrow being bought out by Rumble, but they just have to authorize it. So we'll start with the New Jersey governor, or do we want to start with the New Jersey? Whichever one has a video story. Yeah, no, we'll do this. New Jersey's Democratic governor, Phil Murphy, says he's harboring illegals in his home and then threatens law enforcement because he does not want people to realize that he is some pushover. He wants everyone to think he's a big tough guy, and he's also a softie at heart because he's a big tough guy harboring illegal immigrants. Again, you can't make this shit up. This shit just happens. Now they're just flat out admitting it. And I thought dude, even the regular news people are just like, I don't know how to take it.
The governor of New Jersey practically daring the agency to come to his own home. Democratic Governor Phil Murphy declared on Saturday that he and the First Lady are allowing someone pursuing legal status to stay at their home. The governor a little vague on this, but the bold admission came at an event during a broader discussion about the policies of the new Trump administration. Here is the governor. Listen.
Tammy and I were talking about, I don't want to get into too much detail, but there's someone in our broader universe whose immigration status is not yet at the point that they are trying to get it to. And we said, you know what? Let's have her live at our house above our garage.
Her.
And good luck to the feds.
Oh, her. Oh, I got ideas. Let's let her live at our house above the garage. In New Jersey, I'm sure all's on the up and up, and you're not stumping her every chance you get. Absolutely. Can I see this her and how old she is? Because I guarantee you, if you're letting her live in your house above the garage, she's certainly no kid. Nobody's going to make a kid live in a house above the garage like a slave or a sex servant, because that would be effed up and wrong. And you, sir, are not that kind of individual, right? So I'm sure that this is all, and you are not the... Why, Johnny Chimpo, thank you for the did I just space out now? I did. See, I did that Lab Glass 5, and now I'm just like, duh. And franking the situation. Bold, says King Kong Dong. And Frank much, says Brian S. Right? Just start hiding all the illegals above your garage. I love that everybody's going and Frank on this already. El Dario de Anne Frankens. And Franquez? Jaber, I can't do Spanish very well. I'm retarded. The nanny seeking asylum. Right? It's only to help out with the lawn care or his ball care or whatever care they need. Oh, he's got red shoes on. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. Oh, God damn it. Why did I have to notice? Why did I have to notice the red shoes? Why did I have to notice the red shoes?
It's coming in to try to get her.
Pretty interesting. The state's attorney general.
Did they arrest her? Why do we have a picture there? Is that them arresting her? Oh, shit. Alrighty, so let's check this out. Close this down. Boop. There we go. Boop. All right, so Tammy and I were talking about someone in our broader universe, their immigration status, as we said, let's let her live at our house above our garage, and good luck to the feds coming in to try and get her. Pays to clean his house or something like that. Ultra wealthy primary concern the Democrats. After all, someone has to pick up the blueberries. Oh, no. All right, so where do we have nothing else on it? Damn, I want more on this. I want more on this. More on. All right, I don't even want to care. I don't even care to see that. Jimmy, that's the name I was trying to remember. He dropped the Jimmy emote on me. Spacing out female cop. All right, they don't believe in... Yeah, neither do I. I thought the idea of hiding someone was so no one knew their location. Yeah, but he's taking a bold stance of like, you want her? Come and get her. Name the movie that I'm quoting. Only instead of her, he said it. I will give you that hint. It wasn't her. It was, you want it? Come and get it. Name that movie. Give you another hint. The lead actor is no longer with us. Anyways, lecturing Bishop at the Trump sermon, if we all remember this. In my opinion, rude. You know? The sermon lady, the Donald Trump sermon lady lecturing the sermons of Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Where's can we but anyhow, so apparently the bishop, the one lecturing Trump about the LGBTs and all that stuff, she failed to mention that she gets tens of millions. Let me tens of millions in donations for importing LGBTQ migrants. And I don't mean the money goes to migrants. No. She gets tens of millions in donations. Or her denomination makes. Either way, so it's her denomination. So either way, she represents the group that makes tens of millions importing LGBTQ migrants. Oh, dear Lord. Where is Episcopal bishop lectures Trump while earning taxpayer millions to bring migrants to the U.S. But the fact is they're not just migrants. In 2023, her church played a significant part in the immigration politics to the tune of $53 million in taxpayer dollars. The Episcopal Migration Ministry, EMM, received that money from the Office of Refugee Resettlement for aiding in the resettlement of 3,600 migrants. In 2024, they assisted 6,400 migrants. Though the dollar amount they received from that group hasn't been disclosed, one could speculate it's more than 53 million, right? Because it's nearly double, so one could say possibly 106 would be fair to say. The Government Accountability Office report noted that under the resettlement program, the funding is based on the number of refugees they serve, meaning affiliates have an incentive to maintain or increase the number of refugees they resettle each year rather than allowing the number to decrease. Yup, because it gives them more money. It could even be suggested that they have an incentive to stand in front of a pulpit and lecture an incoming president on the importance of migrants and the economy, especially their own. EMM brings in LGBTQ refugees and asylees through a special federal refugee program initiated during the Obama administration called Preferred Communities. So he started it, Preferred Communities. Now we know where it began. Let's, the Catholic and Lutheran social services do it too. Yeah, it's, shout out Johnny Chimpo gifted me my first sub here. Thank you, Johnny Chimpo. Thank you very much for that. All right. So the Catholic charities do that. Who knew illegals was a money game? I mean, anybody paying attention did, because it's kind of hard to hide it at this point. Right. Can we make all immigrants live in the U.S., live in a U.S. province for 10 years before coming here? Well, we'd have to take over some more provinces. I don't know if we have enough space. It's always about the money. Lay down a trail of pennies and you can Oh, King Kong Dog, no. I do not support such thinking. I've got like 45 minutes left in this thing, and I ain't going to go down that road now. What do you mean, Schmeagol Goldberger? Alrighty. Smokeout Prod's Fallen is desperately trying to type through a pool of soda. Fuck, I spit soda all over my keyboard. From what? They don't believe Mrs. Doubtfire. Fuck, okay. And yeah, no, I don't have anything. Do I have? Oh, dude, the chat box wasn't on. I was like, why isn't the chat box up there? I had the thing on. I'm using my phone here, right? I'm sure we're good. Like whatever job he's doing or working is probably fucked, but we're fine. We're fine. Saw a video of empty Walmarts. People think they are hiding from ICE, but the taxpayer-funded EBT cards have been shut down. No more freeloading hose. Oh. Oh, yeah, because you asked about peepees or something. My work computer's never connected to this bullshit, says Fallen. Fair enough. Happy 420, says Mr. Q. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And I don't know that I have, what do I have? This is going to have to do. We're going to have to make this work, because that's all we got. That's all we got. And then we'll reload things for after. But honestly, we'll have 40 minutes left in the show. We'd have to have some kind of crazy hype train or something. And then we'd have a problem that we'd have to deal with. But, yeah, so turns out the Episcopalian church lead and the organization she represents might have been a little self-serving and a little personal interest when she sat there lecturing and berating the president on how to behave with those groups, those immigrants, and those refugees. Jesus Christ, King Kong Dog. What the? Dude. Jesus, man. Holy Lord. I mean, there are some terms that have gotten flung around here pretty willy. Wow, man. I want a robot fountain. What do you mean a robot fountain, SH? I don't understand. Trump makes a deal with Canada. What? Trump's making a deal with Canada? I love that other people are calling it Canada now. I'm getting this in on everyone's mind. It's beautiful. Digger is okay, says fill some holes. We don't know that. Apparently different people have said different things. I'll say this. I can't vouch. Never personally vetted Digger in any way, shape, or form. So what would I know?
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
That's my fault.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Dear Butch. I love that guy, Dear Butch. Dear Butch does an awesome show on don't you do a show like once a week or something? I know you did a show at one point in time. I know you've done things, but Dear Butch, again, fan of this show. And Johnny, I don't spit. Wait, that doesn't sound right. No, it sounds right. You sound like a swallow guy. All right, so let's go ahead and roll on cowbell for our buddy Dear Butch. Thank you, Dear Butch, supporting this program 40 months in a row. Thank you. 3 times a week, correcting me. Thank you very much. Dear Butch 3 times a week. Check him out on Twitch. He's a cool dude. And let's roll on cowbell for our buddy Dear Butch. Hey-o. Instead of a Poseidon or a baby spewing water, I want a robot. Okay. I don't, Digger is okay for a Canadian. Oh, mean. Don't be mean. Again, what has Digger done to you guys to flip you so hard? I don't understand. I don't understand why. Can't we just all get along? I don't want Mommy and Daddy to fight. JK is on fire. Who's JK? Is that no, that's Brennan. Yeah, I don't know who this JK is, but this dick needs to stop airing at my fucking time slot because I have a show to do. Uncle Butch lives the gimmick, brother. Dude, Uncle Butch, Isabel, what are BFTs? BFTs. I don't know what are BFTs. Smoke Out Prod's asking what are BFTs. Who has BFTs? She wrote the Harry Potter books. Who wrote the Harry Potter books? She didn't write the Harry Potter books. Like, really nice hair. What? BFT sounds like my next coin to invest in. JK did. What? JK Rawlings did. Yeah. Okay, now we know who. Big fucking big fucking tits, right? That's what it is. That's what it means, and that's all it'll ever mean. Big fucking tits. Alrighty. I have to pick up. We have the Idris Elba thing, we have the drag queen thing, the Canadian police thing. I feel like we might want to go to the Idris Elba thing first. Dear Butch, just the right amount of snow. Ooh, and if by just the right amount of snow you mean actual snow, I will agree. We had a nice light snowing. I wanted to take my daughter to her grandparents the other day because they have a dog and she loves the dog, and I thought it'd be fun for them to hang out. But they didn't get to go outside. Are you going till midnight, says Magic 8 Who are you asking, me? God, no. Dear Butch with thumbs up, maybe. Maybe he's going till midnight. Not much snow is nice, says Dear Butch. Yeah, if you're asking me, Magic 8 I'm not going till midnight. Are you kidding me? I got what's his fuck's show to do tomorrow. And then my own. I got enough going on. I'm sick of snow blowing. I'm sick of blowing snow. Anyway, let's we've got that. So yes, billion with a B. They've been making 1.4 billion under the program in 2021. So yeah, that church was a little how shall we say, personally invested. Idris Elba is now out on how to stop knife attacks in the UK. He again, this is if you're someone who says that if you take away a gun, they'll just pick up a knife. You might want to be sitting down for this insanely huge dose of reality reaffirmment because you're about to get it. There we go. Idris Elba. Remember, guys, common sense knife laws. That's all we need.
Kitchen knives are perhaps 25% of the knives used in most of the terrible crimes. That's one of the...
Right. And if we get rid of the knives, the people who go stabby will change their mind and pick something more reasonable, like a conversation, because the knife isn't an option. It was solely the ease with which they could get the knife that drove them to violence. Let's go back. Again, this is... I give you the evolution of the world you live in when you just go, you know what? It's the guns. If we take the guns out of the equation, we'll have less of these events happening. And I see you. I call and raise you Idris Elba's statement. You know what, sir? You do it without do it like you got paid to do it.
The truth is that kitchen knives are perhaps 25% of the knives used in most of the terrible crimes. That's one of the stats in the films. And those kitchen knives are usually
That's one of the stats in the films. The terrible crimes. Are you talking about the show you do? What the hell is the name of that? Luther? Are you talking about the Luther show? You're right. Shame on me for thinking of quitting when the chips are down. Christmas. What, J-Bra? I have no idea. Who? J-Bra, come on, where's your Christmas spirit? All right, what are we talking about? Fallen, I'm going 5 minutes to midnight. I've been looking out the window looking for snow for days. 75 here. I'm starting to think I've wasted my day. Oh, yeah, no, J-Bra, just keep believing. Just don't stop believing. The snow will eventually be in season. All right, get in there. I'm not breaking my hip again. What? Phone cord chokey. All right. Or just use ice fishing cleats for something. I'm not breaking my hip again. I'm sick of snowplow. Okay. You could think of it as 35 degrees Fahrenheit away from snow, or you could think of it as 8 degrees Celsius. Ignore the math. It's sad, glad we still have our firearms. Not the bat, just the game itself. Why did that sound so bad? I have no idea why that sounded so funky on the grind. Anyhow, it's not the bat, just the game itself. Don't stop believing. Please hold on to that feeling. Thank you, Falling the Great. And, yeah, almost all of the kitchen knives are usually a domestic situation. Right, so not only are we basing this, Idris Elba's hot take, based entirely off of his show, his basis off of the show is, again, the argument that, look, the problem is the knives, okay? It's not the people, it's the knives. And we'll give you one more go with it. Didn't we have to do a burn for somebody? No, we did. We're good. All right, let's just play.
The truth is that kitchen knives are perhaps 25% of the knives used in most of the terrible crimes. That's one of the stats in the films. And those kitchen knives are usually a domestic situation. Okay. So kitchen knives, of course, it's very difficult. They're a domestic knife. I do think there is areas of innovation that we can do with kitchen knives. I hate to say it, not all kitchen knives need to have a point on them. That sounds like a crazy thing to say, but actually it would reduce, you can...
Really? I'm sorry, but a hard, blunt object with an edge on one end, you're still going to be able to stab it. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I have, well, actually, I don't know that I still do. I know that I used to. I've had, like, sais and other blunt weapons. Like, you can still hurt somebody if you actually were, like, determined. Poor Johnny. Okay, I don't know why you mean poor me. Because my goal's not hit? Like, 30 minutes and I'm still, like, 35 away? Okay, I guess poor me. Thank you. He needs to just be quiet and look handsome. Good thing I can still slash. Yeah, Guys, don't worry.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Mediocre personality scribing for Tier 1, 30 months. Thank you for subscribing to the program. Those all roll in to count for tomorrow's goal. Thank you so much for doing all that. It takes less than a pound of pressure to break skin. Right, T. Jefferson? This is where, again, I'm like, no, it doesn't matter whether or not the knives have points. It doesn't matter whether or not the knives... You get rid of the guns, they'll use knives. You get rid of the knives, they'll use sticks. You get rid of absolutely everything, they'll still just choke you to death and beat you. Crazy people are going to be crazy, and it's better to just have a way to defend yourself than saying nobody gets to defend themselves in the name of being defended? I don't know. Anyways, cowbell, rolling on cowbell for mediocre personality, 30 months. Thank you so much. Hey-o. Appreciate that so very, very much, mediocre personality. We're again going for another 30 minutes. I'm still waiting to find out what I am. What Chelino meant by poor Johnny.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Ope.
What does that say? Ope? This is supposed to say cope or ope? Ope. O-P-E. All right. Let's roll on cowbell for Mikey Two Milks, subscribing with Prime for 32 months. Thank you, Mikey. That is now 100 bits or a sub gift away from one other person, and we launch a hype train. That's kind of cool. Let's roll on the cowbell for Mikey. Wrong audio slider. Cowbell coming out for the one, the only Mikey Two Milks. Does a show every Monday night. Tonight included the Mikey's Monday mixtape. It's a great show, hanging out with guests, talking to them about music preferences they have, how they got them, what they like. Always a chance to be exposed to new music, and always an interesting story to hear about with how that person found that particular song. So it's a good time. Check it out on Twitch. Rolling on cowbell for Mikey. Hey-o. A hype train close. You guys know what to do. Right? And that's coming from Saint Caesar. And he's conducted so many hype trains, he's tired. So let's go. Let's do it for Saint Caesar, man. All right. Mediocre personality. Hey, Mikey. Rusty. Saint Caesar. Give Johnny some bits. Right? Yeah. Rusty's got the right idea. Throw 100 bits in, Saint, and we launch this baby. The 100 bits is all we need, Saint Caesar. You can do it. Be the change you want to see in the world. Wrapping the handle in a paracord might help with grip. Can't, man. Don't trust myself with money online. Well, then maybe don't talk for other people. I guess it's maybe, I don't know. All right, my favorite was when they staked the guy in his yard and trebucheted wine bottles on him. What? Midsummer Murders? I'm curious about this. BFT, Big Fogan Titties, says Wild Saffron. All right, so that's everybody saying it's just money. Can always go to work tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, dude, it's all... Thank you, Voice Crack. That's what we needed. We needed that. Fucking... Oh. We've got a half hour to possibly an hour left in the show. I got a minute left for that hype train to kick off. We've got $35 in our goal today, so I'm loading this up in case I need to. Don't clip that. Yeah, I wouldn't clip that. Why would anyone clip that? So at any rate, we'll hopefully get that banged out, and we'll keep going. I'm going to hit play on Idris Elba, and we'll have this ready in case we have a hype train situation. Weird how that works. Let's go. Boom.
Still cut your food without the point on the knife, which is an innovative way to sort of look at it. And in a country in crisis, I'm sorry, but yeah, let's look at that. But the truth is, all knives, you know, the loophole on the heritage knives allows the sale of ninja swords to be sold. So while, you know, you've got your granddad's sword on there and you want that, that's fine, of course, but it is leaving a loophole for someone to carry a ninja sword. So let's...
What the... You've got your granddad's sword, and that's nice. Again, it's leaving a loophole for someone to carry a ninja sword. So carry a bigger...
100. Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies.
Brett Mack over on the Rumble.
Here comes the train, and here comes driver Ted too. Wah-hey! Here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
There we go. Thank you, Dear Butch, for the 100 bits. Level 1 hype train at 68%. So what is it? If we get to like, I don't remember, somewhere in the 5 to 6 range, we'll probably be relatively close to maybe good enough to count it. I don't know. I don't know. Or if you want to contribute to the show through Venmo, PayPal, Streamlabs, it's in the description, and it would it would count for more there that way. Let's do that to make sure that we're loaded on these things, and we're good. We don't need to worry. Actually, I need to open that back up. What? Oh. Great. Oh, fuck. I talked this all up, and my debit card for Twitch is expired. Wow, I need to take a lap. Oh, Rusty Grammar. Why?
Party 100, party 100.
Thank you very much for the 200 bits. That puts us at 81%. Really close now. 19% away with about 2.5 minutes on that hype train. So if you want to help out to the show, there you go. Let's go on this again. So let's ban them all. Oh, of course. Let's ban them all. Remember, guys, the problem wasn't the guns. The problem wasn't the people. The problem was the guns. And when we got rid of the guns, and this is Europe, we got rid of the guns, we started having a huge problem with all the knives and all of the swords. And so if we could just ban the swords.
That sword on there, and you want that, that's fine, of course, but it is leaving a loophole for someone to carry a ninja sword. So let's ban them all, and if you have one of those knives, get a license for it. Simple as that. And I think it's a small contribution to society if you say, all right, I'm going to back that. I'll get a license for my granddad's sword, because it is leaving these kids vulnerable.
It's leaving these kids vulnerable. Sir, I don't know if you know this, the kids that you might be talking about, the kids getting slashed and murdered, those were not necessarily swords, but machetes.
We don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Kraken Slappin' with 10 months subscribed. Thank you so much, Kraken Slappin', supporting this program for 10 months. SH, fine. What? Oh, I'll check that in a second. Oh, that was it. Oof, just forced out of me. Thank you, Kraken Slappin', kicking it to level 2, 11%. Now 4.5 minutes, level 2 of the hype train. Thank you, Kraken Slappin'. Cowbell coming out for you. Hey-o. Brett Mack, right in the he pussy. I mean, come on, it could be worse. License means pay government. Yeah, that's really all license means. License means pay government, and the government has a list, right? How is the individual citizen protected by people having to get a license? It just means that the government is okay with it. And also, buddy, homie, friend, and I don't think I can call you any of those because we've never actually met, and you probably hate me if you met me. I don't know that, but I mean, just the general sense I'm starting to get. Anyhow, I'm just going to say overall, you are aware the people that got the kids. Let's go back to, what was it? The loophole here?
For someone to carry a ninja sword. So let's ban them all, and if you have one of those knives, get a license for it. Simple as that. And I think it's a small contribution to society if you say, all right, I'm going to back that. I'll get a license for my granddad's sword, because it is leaving these kids vulnerable.
Right. It's leaving these kids vulnerable. If you're talking about the same kids I think you're talking about, and you might be, I would say that the ninja sword loophole did not leave these kids vulnerable because it wasn't somebody running around with their granddad's ninja sword. It was, again, an immigrant with a machete. You guys aren't allowed to say that over there without being horribly policed. But, again, it's... they took at Digger knives away already. What? Digger got her knives taken away? That's a shame. Actually, Digger's been gone for a while. They might have come for her. Ha-ha. And they would have already. Right? All right, so smoke up prods, but anyone could easily make a knife, a sword even. Dude, you can make bows and arrows on your own. The point is, you can be armed and you can have weapons. Whether the government makes it legal or not, you'll be able to find a way to defend yourself. It's a primal urge and instinct to defend yourself and protect your life. And if you have even a quasi-functional brain, you'll understand how you can sharpen a piece of wood, or, you know, you can arm yourself with a pool cue if absolutely all hell breaks loose, or you can use a beer bottle. My grandmother called it a knife, and honestly, not sure why. Anyways, but anyone could easily make it. Blah, blah, blah. What if I am a ninja? How does one work without? Right? So do we have like specific, like, are there rules for like like grandfather clausing like actual ninjas in with their ninja swords? Because I feel, well, also, and who asked the ninja question? Mr. Q. I don't know how up you are on ninjas, Mr. Q, but you can work without the knives. I mean, ninjas, dude, have you seen Ninja Assassin? In Ninja Assassin, he spends, I'd easily say, God, it's a good movie. I love it, actually. I'd say he spends a good 30 to 40% of the movie with a sword. The rest of it is all, like, dagger on a chain, and it's fucking awesome. Or a sling blade. Some people call it a cos blade. I call it a sling blade. What about prison shanks stored in prison wallets, Mr. Elba? Exactly. What if you melt down and sharpen your toothbrush into a fine point so you can stab them? All right. Didn't England outlaw nunchucks in like the 80s because of Ninja Turtles? I have no idea. I just know right now they don't have guns and people are getting stabbed and people are getting murdered by machete-wielding people. But you're not allowed to point out who's doing the murdering. And you're not allowed to mention that maybe the people slinging the weapons are are a thing. But you are allowed. You are entirely allowed to all right. You are entirely allowed to blame the white man. All right, that hype train looks like it's finishing there at level 2. All right, hype train success, level 2, awesome. I've got one more controlled burn to do. We got to close this video. Alrighty, what if you're the Highlander and there can be only one? Well, Mr. Q, you shouldn't be in England because, honestly, the Highlander, as ironic as that was, the Highlander was from Scotland who then fled to America. And just kind of hung out in what was it, like Brooklyn or Queens? I don't know. Point is, they're gonna redo it with Henry Cavill, and I'm gonna hope it's not gonna suck. Alrighty, so now I don't know if I could. Can I play something that, even if it's like a satire thing? Like, oh dear Lord. So, remember everybody, it's the LGBTQ communities that need to be worried. Those are the ones that we have to be concerned for. I got it. Add salt to all of their food in massive quantities. It'll take a while, but the heart attack will come. What? SH, who are we going after? T. Jefferson pointing out it was Queens. Thank you. I mostly remember the Queen songs in the soundtracks to the fucking albums. Born to Live Forever was a freaking hard one to hear like sometimes. But that one, spoiler alerts on Highlander. Thank you, Phil Halls. That's nice. That's nice. Genius. High five. Well, Smoke Out Prods, you can't play the music at all, even in the background. What, the music that I just played? I was told that I should plan ahead. What? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. All right, Digger, Wild Saffron, wild stuff. The same tragic boating accident will be happening to me this summer with all my illegal shovels. LMAO. What? You have illegal shovels? Holy Jesus. I didn't know there was such a thing as illegal shovels. It's the manufacturer's storage suggestion. Just follow the instructions. That's right, Saffy. Sorry, throwing stars. Everyone carries their gun safes in their boats. It's dumb if you don't. I don't know how we get into that. Oh, we lost all our unregistered guns in a tragic boating accident. Oh, I see. I see what we're on about now. My ninja, my mother. Oh. You're going that way with it. I didn't realize. And guess who else just showed up? Yeah, Queen did the whole soundtrack. Clancy Brown was amazing in that movie. Dude, the first movie, a lot of people don't get this because the second movie, okay, listen. A lot of people don't get this because the second movie was kind of and a half. The third movie was kind of, and the fourth movie was a needless switch over, hand the torch to, was it Adrian Paul? Oh, not Adrian Paul. What's the actor's name that was in the TV show? I want to say Adrian Paul, but I'm wrong, aren't I? I'm probably wrong. All I remember about the fourth movie is that I almost wish it hadn't happened. But the first movie, holy Lord, was that good. Most murderers don't plan to fail. They simply fail to plan. I've seen it too many times to count. And that's coming from J-Bra, and he's... and he's killed a lot of people. Not true. Not true. That is not true in the slightest. That is not true in the slightest. I feel like it's the American Psycho thing where it's like, I had to kill a lot of people. And it's just like, oh, no, you didn't. All right, now, you know what? This thing is... I'm having a fucking dick of a time with this. So we're going to have to do it this way? Okay. All right, you know what? I'm going to fuck with this after the show. We only have like 10 minutes left anyway, so let's go ahead and do this. You never had any shovels? Crazy government making them illegal? Yeah, right? Goddamn bastards. All right, so I don't think I want to, screw it. It was on Libs of TikTok, and there's no actual thing. Lorenzo Lamas was part of that. Part of what? Was Lorenzo Lamas part of what? Lorenzo Lamas was never in the Highlander show that I know of. He was certainly not in any of the movies. In the basement by the futon, the owl cat screams tonight. Oh, that's gross. 83-foot hole is okay, but if you can find a bottomless pit, chef's kiss. What the heck? Shit, Adrian Paul is 65 now. F, I am feeling old. Me too, man, but I had the person right. Yes. It was Adrian Paul. And yes, now I also feel old. Thank you for that, T. Jefferson. Nobody asked. Nobody asked. Not that Renegade, Sandy. LOL. Yeah, that was Renegade. That was not Highlander. Adrian Paul was, again, tall, dark-haired, and Was he Scottish? Was he British? He seemed vaguely French. It was weird. But he was very good as a martial artist. So they were like, hey, let's bank book and bill this guy. And what could go wrong? And for the TV show, pretty much nothing. Pretty much nothing overall. Oh, cute, Aaron. Oh, you. King Kong Dong. Fuck you. All right. Jig is up. They finally found me. The Renegade. I had it made. Oh. Yeah, no, we're not quite doing that. No, the jig is up. The funds are down. Wait a minute. Nope, that's from earlier. When did we have that? I need to see home. There we go. Go home. Because I have, yeah, that's from a while ago. So that's the one we already counted. So we can't count that. And, oh, you're not even going to ask me to update? Okay. Yep. Nope. Nowhere in that. So, and let's go to this one. Yep. All right. We're good. Nothing. I believe in who? No. Saying Scotland. Next summer is my 30th high school reunion. Just knowing that makes me feel goddamn ancient. Fuck. I missed my 20th and I don't really care. Do I want to go to the 30th? Do I care? Do I care? I don't know. That people would have to find me. I'd have to go there. And that's one of those, do I want to? Not really. We have a story we can report on for the last 8 minutes. And then we'll check Twitch and see if that's anywhere near close to banking out today, which it probably won't be. And then we'll see where that lands us and call it a day. And then we'll try and see if we can get Rumble to do its thing and throw a few shekels our direction that we've earned, that these people have given us, and we can frickin' do our stuff. The smoke, I believe. Didn't I already do the second one? Didn't I do the second one? I'm way older. That it's so freaking catchy. Say his name and he appears. Well, again, I don't know. How close are we? Where the thing moved? How close are we to making 5:30? Where is that at, J Bra? Or Mr. Q? Right now it looks like 35 is the thing for 5:30. I don't count the Twitch thing until I get done doing the stuff. Oh my God, that means my friend's kid is. Yeah, a lot of people. My class had about 550 people. I am not going. Way too many people. Right, but how many of those 550 are going to be there, J Bra? Like, not to be morbid, but how many of no offense, how many of them are dead from whatever cause, reason, or thing happened to them that maybe you didn't know about because, well, I didn't keep in touch with him or his family. I don't know these people, right? So it's just you went to high school with the guy. It's not like everyone's going to update you every time somebody in that 500 is not here. Oh, my God, that means all right. I haven't met him yet. All right. Okay, cool. We're good. I'm going to get through this story, then we'll check the thing. I don't anticipate the dead ones will show. That's what I say, too. You know what I mean? But how many of those 550 are going to go? Because, again, I had about 600 kids in my graduating class. Maybe more. How many of them would be seriously be going? I feel like the only ones that go, the 10-year reunion particularly, if they do a 25, then that would be that would be next year. Like if I did that, the 25-year reunion thing, I wonder, does that count my 10? I rescind my Chad Boozmock offer. If not, says Smokeout Prods. Does what count your 10? I rescind it if not. If it doesn't count your 10. I Bring proton pack. Wait till your kid turns 30. I graduated with 540, and we have 55 show up for our 10-year. Yeah, and see, like, that's where King Kong Dong, as the years pile on, more people might show up, but less and less. I'm too sober for these shenanigans. These shenanigans I'm up to, says Fallen. Well, all right. You know what I need to do? Focus on where we are with the show before we got to go. But our 10-year was the summer of 2021, so the first summer after Rona. Ah, so how many of your friends didn't? It's all a show, says Brett Mack. Welsh, the news is an entertainment corporation just like the NFL and pro wrestling. Okay. Thank you, Brett Mack. I appreciate that information. That certainly helps. Whoop-a-doop. No, who's on first? You're on first, but I'm after. Canadian authorities seized. Again, tell me that the borders in the north and the borders in the south being somewhat different has nothing to do, like, in terms of like, I know now things are different, but like, say before when they were kind of like gates for flooding that were open, as some may say, in a certain way. Oi, Johnny, says the optic nerve. All four of mine are past 20, and so 30 is next. F my life, says J Bra. Hey, mine's 6. Imagine how I'm going to feel when that happens. I'm going to want... All right, we started 9th grade with around 700, the largest class ever at the school. Our welcome to high school speech was, look around, half of you won't be here when you graduate. Was that true, SH? That's almost like the speech from Batman. When the penguins got all of the other penguins. Some of you will not be coming back. All right. All right. Interesting. But yeah, so Canadian authorities seize $83 million worth of cocaine that initially flowed into the country from the Mexico-U.S. border, the largest of its kind in Toronto's history, according to officials on Tuesday. Officials announced Tuesday, but today's Monday. How did they announce this Tuesday? Last Tuesday? The record-breaking bust with alleged ties to notorious cartel resulted in more than 853 kilograms of the drug being confiscated after an investigation dubbed Project Castillo started last August. Holy Jesus. So you might want to ask how much, some of us might not be able, like, I know I myself can't. So I'm going to open this in a new tab. I can't picture how much, oh my God. Nope. Let's bring her back to 100%. Guys, you might want to say, you might want to ask yourself, and no, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted to be on here. No. How much is $83 million in blow? It's apparently this much. It's that much. And they say walls don't work. That is a freaking that is the wall. What is it? Criminy. Holy buckets, that's a lot of blow. Chai Lord. That is a shockingly large amount. How often does this much Colombian get this far north of Mexico? Not often. An 18-wheeler truck was intercepted at the Canadian-U.S. border on October 15th that had about 475 kilos of cocaine hidden in it. Optic nerve, holy shit, say no to drugs. Come on now, that's too much. I mean, really, For one person, sure. And that was in Toronto. Damn, thought that would be out of Mexico. No. It came out of Mexico. Strippers got me banned. It came out of Mexico. It made it through the U.S., and it got to Canada. Boop. Strange. Mr. Q, a lifetime supply, as one would say. Yes, but if that's your lifetime supply, you're going to OD yourself before you can enjoy it all. I would never do such a thing. Why would you want that much? The Great Wall of Brett Mac, funny but true. Shit ton. That is a metric shit ton. A literal effing shit ton. We've gone a touch over our time. Now let's do our financial song and dance thing where we check it and we check it again and then we say, okay, I guess we're good. And because again, that's how I'm doing this. I'm not going to be super duper uber Uber beg, like if we can't get it, we can't get it. It's what it is. I will plan accordingly. I will find a way to have a regular job if that's what it be. Let's look at this. Let's look at that. Where are we at today? Today, but didn't we? No, those two were the ones that we counted for that. Today is at 6. All right, so we definitely have the 5 on today's hour. So we're 30 left from continuing a show. Let's do that quick, and then we'll check the Venmo, the PayPal, the Cash App, and no, dude, you can't show up and do this to me now, homie. We're about to shut this mother down. I don't need you being all humpy with your dog. That guy knows Coke has an expiration date, right? I didn't know that. So you know what? Fall in the Great. Thank you. I didn't realize that blow went bad. Anyways, will you be dancing like I could? So again, we're gonna take 5 off of this, and I'm gonna check the thing over there. Boop. And so that puts it at 30. And we'll see. Let's go one last time to the Venmo, the PayPal, the Streamlabs, all of the who's and what's it's. And we'll see. Not a good sign when we open the phone, and absolutely nothing happens. Cash App is still on a bingo for that one, so nope. Venmo, let's see what we got there. And nope. Okay. All right. And the PayPal thing. Let's check that one quick too. Nope, doesn't look like that either. Alrighty, so there we go. Hitting it in the old cooter. Rumble ain't a rumble without Johnny. Well, I appreciate that, J-Bra. Rumble and YouTube buy out the show when the money comes across the line. And and so Rumble and YouTube, yes, it loses potency. Huh. I didn't know that, Fallen. This is again because I've never dabbled in the booger sugar consuming business. I've never actually done it, so these are things I would not know. Anyways, we're gonna get going because apparently we're done, and looks like we're gonna take a $30 hit to the old urethra. That means tomorrow starts at 65 fair and square, but if we get more than 30 tonight or whatever. But then also we need to check if Rumble can buy out tomorrow. If we can have Rumble buy out tomorrow, that makes everyone's life easier. Then nobody has to throw in a crap ton. We'll just throw in a little bit and it just keeps moving. Anyways, we've been Johnny. You've been an audience. It's been a privilege and a pleasure. We're going to bump up out of here. He's going to hump his dog, apparently. Dude, like, I'm just saying for one day, you could do it, not doing the thing, Like, all I'm saying, Al, is just don't do the humping thing for one day.
Fuck off.
It's just, you could do the humping thing later.
Game over. Game over, man. It's game over. Fuck you. What the fucking fuck? Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking. How did you two fucking fuck?
You invincible headshot scripted cheater.
What are we gonna do now?
I'm a 50 terabyte self-evolving neural network double backflip off the high platform.
What do you think this is, kid? TV kiddie hour where we all sit around and lick Barney the dinosaur's fucking pussy?